On top of the morning, everyone. Happy St. Paddy's Day. Hello, Minri, Potman. Hi, Somewhat. Hi, DeadSec. It's not my birthday today. It's my birthday every day. Unless it's not January 11th. In which case, it's not my birthday. How's everyone doing? Well, I hope. I'm working on Kira Commission. Yeah. Hang on, let me show you. Boom. Sketch. Today has been something. Why something? What happened today? I can tell you what happened to me today. I was really tired and I did a lot of work, which is good. And it was actually warm outside. I stood outside with just my house jacket on. Would you call it a house jacket? Is that still something people wear? I stood out on my front step, closed my eyes, took in a breath of fresh air, let the sun soak into my pores, and it was warm. For the first time in what feels like a century, I don't need a winter coat to be outside. And it's still bright outside. I have my window open into my void. It's quite nice, actually. Husband had a work accident and went to the hospital. It was his hand, and he just needs to take antibiotics for a week and keep it wrapped up. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Minri. That sounds scary. Hand injury, hey? Well, stick with it. Sounds like he'll be okay, right? Just antibiotics and keep it wrapped up. Still, that's not fun. Having to rush someone to the hospital. Sorry about that. He's okay, though, just to process. That's true. These things take time. Healing. Hi, Olia. How are you? Welcome back in. Good to see you again. So, Kira's commission is a fun one. Watermelon! Hey, it's St. Patrick's Day. I had to wear green, you know? Kira's commission is a really cute idea that I'm quite excited about. So, I'm assuming that it's her. I haven't actually gotten confirmation on that because I just started it today. But I'm still working on the sketch, so I'll send it over before I start coloring. Anyway, it's her inside of a bento box, which is so cute, and I love that idea. She's like laying down inside the bento box, and there's going to be loads of stuff. And we haven't talked about it yet, but I'm guessing that it's going to be a mono purple bento box, because that's Kira's color. So I'm going to find a bunch of like dessert-y cupcakes and cookies and things that are all purple, and put her inside of a bento box, and that's what this commission's gonna be. So I think it's gonna be really cute. Was close to nerves. Oh, it was close to his nerves. Oh my gosh, that's extra scary. And he works like an hour and a half away, so the boss drove him. Yikes. I'm glad it didn't hit the nerves. That's still scary, though. Thank you, DeadSec. Second mod for real. But another news, something else happened today. What? I'm wearing a Fruit Loops shirt, and one of the loops just happened to be green, so yeah. You're on thin ice somewhat. Hi, Dex. Hi, Dex. How are you? Aiden, what will negative 1/2 of a penny get me? Sued by the IRS. You can't have negative money. They're going to catch that right away, and you're going to get audited. Even, it doesn't matter where you live, the IRS comes for you everywhere. Ath opened Fugi commissions, and I got a spot. Ah, it's so exciting! That's awesome, Minri. You're going to get a reactive PNG tuber then. I mean, you already do, but it'll be in Ath style. I am racking my brain over Minecraft mods. Dex, you don't have to tell me twice, brother. I am right there with you. When I was starting up the Scribble Squad SMP, oh, it was a nightmare. Ads are happening. I'll yap about it later. Hi, Small. I'm watching someone talk to sexy clowns. What could possibly be the context? Are you at McDonald's? Are you talking to Ron? It's a game? What? Oh. Is it Monster, what is it, Monster Prom? Is it Monster Prom? I think the clown in that's pretty sexy, right? In the new one? Let me... Monster Prom clown. I think her name is April. Whoa, you were on that fast. This is... Oh, it's such a tiny... I've never... I voiced a couple of characters on a friend's stream once. I've never actually played Monster Prom, but this is a hot clown. You know who else is a hot clown? Me? It's not that. This is too innocent. This? Really? Alright. Everyone remind me to add, this character's name is April 1st. Which is awesome because April's a real name and also, like, it's April Fool's Day, so it's great. Add this to my list of waifus, please. Because she's hot. So anyway. Now I can read chat now that I think ads are done. What if it's my negative half of a penny? It's never yours. It's always the IRS's. You don't own anything unless you're a billionaire and have stocks in your own company, in which case you own everything. I give everyone permission to beat the ever-living shit out of me today because I'm not wearing green. DeadSec, your name is green. You have a pass. I'm trying to fiddle with data packs just to adjust grass loot tables. Grass loot tables. Oh my gosh, that sounds like a struggle. For me, it was on the back end. It was, or no, front end, I guess. It was on the front end. I was trying to do port forwarding to get a server of mine up and running, and it was a nightmare. It was so frustrating. What kind of clown are we talking about? Yeah, asking the real questions. Aiden, I got another compliment on my stream about your emotes. Oh, that's awesome! I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad that you and other people are tending to like them. That's great. Yo, what up, Hoppy? Thank you for the 7-stream streak. I appreciate the dedication, the commitment. It's called the Freak Circus. Is this something I should look up? Smiling friends mixed with small is tough. I'll only add her if you add one husbando in exchange. Zhongli from Genshin Impact. You can add him. There you go. Updates Aiden's waifu list? Yes! And add Zhongli to the husbando list. Or make a husbando list and add Zhongli as the first character on there. Love that guy. My name isn't green. What are you talking about? That's like you changed your name! This is like purposely changing out of green clothes so that people will beat you up. Are you a masochist?
Alanix says the fitness gram pacer test is a multi-stage. Boom, congratulations are now fucking French. Oh god, please no, I don't want.
Don't make me French.
What is elephant in French? Elephant, congratulations. You now know elephant in French, now let's continue. Le test fitness gram
I'm
pacer
Canadian.
et
I
un
took
test
French in school
endurance
for like 7 years, dude. I know what elephant is in French.
Take progressive man.
Anyway, this is the first sketch I did, which is just like basic, you know, like doll pose. Then I refined it a little bit and added some Akira's details. And then I'm not doing line art yet, but this was a very loose sketch. And so I am going back through and trying to clean it up because that's what the big boy artists do, and I want to be like them. Next question, Your Honor. My question is, why did you change your name? Answer the question. Overruled. Aiden, what's the story of how you got into art? That's a great question, Dex. It wasn't one thing. It's multifaceted. So I guess I'll talk about all of the things. I'll next my number 2 shitposter. Number 2, well, yeah, I'm number 1, obviously. No, that's not how that works. I've talked about this before, and I would point to Dark Cloud 2. It's the first video game I think I ever played, and it's the first JRPG I ever played. It was released in 2002, which was also the year I was released from the womb. And there are 2 protagonists, Max and Monica are their names, and the female protagonist, Monica, when I first... because the fun thing about that game is you don't have both protagonists right away. You only have Max at the beginning, so you play through Chapter 1, and then in Chapter 2, they introduce Monica, and you can play as her then. The first time I saw her, I literally stopped the game to stare at the screen for 10 minutes, because I'd never seen the anime art style before. It was a stranger to me, and for the first time, I saw an anime girl. And I kid you not, I sat in front of my TV and stared at the screen. I didn't even have the controller in my hands. I like put them down. I just stared at her because she was so pretty. She has long hair. Hang on, let me find like a picture. I wonder if I can find an in-game picture. Monica Dark Cloud 2. I literally stared at the screen for 10 minutes unmoving because she was so pretty. This works. Actually, no. You want a T-posing one? Oh, yeah, and she's got different outfits, too. Here's a screen cap from the PS4, like, not a remake, but remaster. The PS4 remaster. She's so pretty! And then... let me find one. Here's the one head on. And here's the one T-posing. So you can see the bow in her hair. Isn't the bow in her hair to die for? Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever freaking seen? It's my favorite cosmetic in the whole game. So anyway, this is Monica from Dark Cloud 2. And it's the first intro I ever had to anything anime. And I immediately fell in love with it. So there's that. But at the same time, when I was a kid, and I think this is just something that every guy did when he was younger, but I would make comics with stickmen, and they had big old swords, and they would slice each other up and fight and whatever, and on all of my assignments in school, I would draw stickmen fighting each other, because I really liked the action, the combat, the high stakes. I thought it was really cool. So you mix my love for comics and stick figure violence. I used to watch like old Flash animations of stick men beating each other up, and I thought it was so cool. Mix that with how enraptured I was with the anime art style, and then boom. You have my love for anime art. It wasn't until I was about 12 years old that I started taking it seriously, because I found Mark Crilly videos. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Mark Crilly, but what an OG. I bought his art books, or no, I was like 12, so I don't think I bought them. I think somebody bought them for me. I got his art books, and I started practicing every day. And I think like, the grindiest period of my life... So I was 12 years old when I started taking art seriously, and I was like, I'm actually going to actively practice this every day. And then I think I was like 14, 15 when I really locked in. I was drawing for like 7 hours every day. Like I would draw in the morning before I went to school. And then when I got back, I'd play some video games. And then I would draw until I went to bed. Like every day for like years. I'd say that's the second most grindiest point in my life as opposed to now. Because now I draw way more than that. Stop reminding me that I'm older than you. Sorry, what can I say? I'm just a young gun. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. Ugh. Oh, bye, Dex. Monica? Only Monica? DDLC mentioned? No. DDLC ripped this off from Dark Cloud 2. Monica from Dark Cloud 2 was the OG. They started the production for that game in the 90s. Well before Monica's time. This is the real Monica. And also, that Monica spelled with a K. And this one's spelled with a C. So different people. So literally, you are why cavemen painted on walls. I must draw you. Yeah, exactly. Bye, Alanix. If you see small, tell her I say hello. It's funny. Yeah, Stickman versus Animator was a big one. Ow! Oh, Shay, it's working! It's because you got in early this time. How are you, Shay? Good to see ya. Also, I have fun stuff for next stream. What fun stuff? For Stardew? That's a bi-weekly thing, isn't it? I forgot to ask you, Aiden, how are you doing today? I'm doing very well. It's warm outside, the sun is shining, it's 6 p.m. and it's still bright outside. Since when? So I'm doing very well. Ah, broken. You're broken? Tits isn't broken. It threw something at my head fair and square. It worked. I think. Right? Yeah, it's working. Don't try to gaslight me into refunding you your points, Shay. That was working. You know how Bean has a bit type thingy at the bio of their streams? Well, I might have installed the same stuff. I don't know. Bit type thingy. My dang laptop. Oh, your laptop is broken. That's funny. I'm the refunder and I saw it. See, Minri is the final authority on these things. That sounds fun though, Small. So what does that allow you to do, having that installed? What can you now do that you couldn't do before? More violence? More on-screen violence? Fun sound alerts? Oh, that's fun. Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. There's like a little drop-down menu underneath where you can donate bits for extra sound effects. I am alive. That's good. And thriving, I hope. How are you doing, Shay? The cutest boy alive! Oh, stop it, you! Hi, Garen. Welcome back in. How are you doing? I hope you're doing very well today. On this St. Patty's Day. I didn't wear green today? Minri. What? What's the thing? Is it a slap or is it a pinch? It's probably like a, you know, a light punch to the shoulder. Or I thought it was a pinch. A pinch if you don't wear green on St. Patrick's Day. A slap would be really funny. You would just absolutely deck somebody. You're not wearing green and you knock them out. Domain expansion. Hollow purple. I don't own green clothes. Time to change that. You know, Minri, you should get a shirt with a shamrock on it. And that's your St. Patrick's Day shirt. You only whip it out for St. Patty's Day. Another commission. Congrats. Very happy for you. Yay. Thank you, Garen. I am also very happy. This commission's lots of fun so far. But technically green, orange, or blue is okay to wear. Really? I didn't know that. I feel like your average layperson doesn't know the lore. Why those colors? Those aren't the colors of the Irish flag. Are they like meant to represent something? Depending on origin? Interesting. Next St. Patrick's Day, I'm not going to wear green. I'm going to wear orange and blue. And then somebody's going to come up and pinch me and say, you're not wearing green. And then I'm going to punch them in the balls and say, I'm wearing the other colors. You lobotomite. You absolute troglodyte. Do your research. And then I'm going to walk away knowing damn well I have no idea why blue and orange count. I think orange is if you're Irish or something. I can't remember the lore. Huh. I wonder about that. I'm wearing none of those so people can still beat me. I don't want to bring up the fact that you changed your name from green to purple. Every time I come here working on a commission, I'm so happy for you. Aw, thank you. Yeah, I'm really lucky to have a community who is so supportive and likes my art enough to commission me. I'm very blessed. The squats! Not the squats! Oh, heck. Aiden, hello, I hope your day is going well. The art is looking amazing so far. Thank you so much, Turtle. Welcome in. My day is going very well. How is your day, Turtle? The color is confusing me, Dead. I know, right? I keep expecting the name to be green, and it's purple now. Just like everybody else's. Ugh, okay, that's one. Wide stance. That's two. I'm so excited for the spring. We had a couple downpours of snow at the beginning of March. And as any good Canadian knows, March either comes in like a lamb and leaves like a lion, or it comes in like a lion and leaves like a lamb. And what that means is that either you'll get a big storm at the beginning of March, and then it'll warm up. That was good. I feel good. Squats weren't that hard. If it comes in like a lamb, that means it's nice at the beginning. All of the snow melts. It looks like spring, and then it's going to leave like a lion, which means you get a giant blizzard at the end of March. But if it enters like a lion, and you get a big blizzard, then that means it's going to warm up for the rest of the month, and no more blizzards. And it entered like a lion this month, because we got a lot of snow, and it was really freaking cold, which means now that it's warming up, it's probably going to continue to warm up. Cross your fingers. Pretend I didn't say that, because I'm probably cursing the weather and it's gonna blizzard tomorrow. But I'm so excited for it to warm up. I love the heat. I love the warmth. I really don't like the ticks. It's my least favorite part of spring. But I think I might just be able to withstand them. We have no pets, so it's not like my dog or cat are gonna bring ticks into the house anymore. So that's a positive. And I can start going on runs again. And I can be outside and get vitamin D, and it's going to be bright, and I can go visit my friends in the city, and we can, like, hit the city at nighttime. Summer nights are my favorite. When it's warm outside, and there's just, like, a slight cool breeze, and there's all the lights of the city, and it's bustling with activity. Oh, it's my favorite. It's my favorite thing. I love it. I'm not doing great, to be fair, but I'm here to vibe. Always love popping in to say hi. Well, I always appreciate you popping in, Shay. I'm sorry that you're not doing too well. I hope you do very, very much better very much soon. Nice, Dead's back. I'm recovering from da sick, and it's going to jump from 15 to 80 temps, but I'm doing good, just drawing pages. Ooh, nice pages for what, Turtle? Hey, Aiden, speaking of weather, guess what? Chicken butt. Gotcha. What is it, DeadSec? Is it raining? Domain expansion. English weather. Torrential rain. Hey. I know that it sucks because you get rain 24/7 over there. But I haven't had rain for like a year. So I'm really looking forward to it. We don't get a lot of rain here. So when we do, and especially a thunderstorm, if we get a thunderstorm, oh my gosh, the vibes are immaculate. Thank you for the hydrate, Karen. I will. It's flooding around here. Yeah, stay safe, everyone. I saw that there are some pretty insane tornadoes happening in the States. And they're, like, close to civilization, which is not good. So, take care of yourselves, everyone. The only benefit to living in Saskatchewan is that we don't have to worry about natural disasters. We are in the middle of the country. There is no water besides a couple lakes. So we don't get hurricanes, we don't get typhoons, we don't get tsunamis. We're in the smack dab in the middle of a tectonic plate. So we don't get earthquakes. There's no volcanoes here, obviously, and we don't get any tornadoes. So, when people say nothing happens here, that can be a good thing, in addition to being incredibly boring. I love thunderstorms. I also love looking at lightning. Me too. It hits different in real life, though. You can't just look up lightning storm videos on YouTube. It makes it slightly cozier, but it's way better to feel the electricity in the air when there's a lightning storm, you know what I mean? Actually being there IRL for a big storm is the best. Wind and thunder scare me. Yeah, depending on where you are. There was one time where I was at a summer camp and we had probably the worst storm I'd ever experienced. And it being a summer camp, it was really freaking scary because you just have these wimpy little cabins. And we actually evacuated our cabins, which was insane because it was after bedtime. So we were like all in our cabins in bed, and they told us to leave the cabin to go to the retreat center, which is basically the big main building at the center of everything. Call me Fia. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. We were forced to go to the retreat center, like the big building in the middle of everything. Jeez, that scared me. Which was scary because we were already inside. So the only reason that you would leave is, well, one, they want to make sure all the campers are accounted for, which is probably the real reason for it. But in my head, it was because... Whoa. Who the heck is that guy? In my head, it was because the cabins weren't safe in a big thunderstorm like that. And so they were making us go to the big strong building. So I was like, oh my gosh, the cabin's gonna get destroyed. All my stuff, all my sketchbooks in there are gonna get covered in water. So I was freaking out and I cried. One, because the lightning was really close. The thunder was really loud. But also I was like, this camp is gonna get destroyed and all my stuff along with it. And luckily none of that happened. But it was definitely the most intense weather event I'd ever experienced. Pages from my webcomic. I'm actually catching up on updates for once. That's great. I'm happy to hear that, Turtle. Lightning is pretty, though. Yeah, the storms have been crazy. OMG, is that my sister? I know, Garen, it scared me as well. The vine boom made me shoot out of my seat. Is that my sibling? Whoa. You're good, Fia. Can I call you Fia? Your name says that I can. Don't worry, welcome. What is your favorite flower and tea? Good questions. Can I answer that too? I think Magnolia and Earl Grey. But, who the heck was that? Did you guys see that? Or I could be basic and just say a cherry blossom is my favorite flower. I love cherry blossoms. Another flower talk. Yay! No, actually, I changed my mind. My favorite flower is a lilac. You can also call her Dingus. Oh! Owned! Absolutely roasted. Get destroyed. Like you stalk Abigail. What? Where is this coming from? I mean, yes, in Stardew Valley. What does that have to do with lilacs? Bleeding hearts are pretty. They are. I remember we talked about that before. Favorite tea is probably honey vanilla chamomile. Excellent choice. We're off to a good start. Favorite flowers, orchids. Those are nice too. Lilac bushes are very nostalgic for me because we had a huge lilac bush in our home when I was just growing up as a wee lad. Also, Turtle, thank you for inviting your sibling here. That's very plus ultra of you. It's very poggers of you. Unless, you know, this was just found naturally, which would be insane. But I love lilac bushes. I love the way they smell. And I love the privacy that they give you because they grow really big and they have these really green... Fluffy is not the right word, but I want to call the leaves fluffy. You know what I mean, right? They're like soft and they're large. They're big. So I love them. And because the bushes grow to be so big, they're basically like a fence. It's like a privacy fence so your neighbors don't get to snoop on you, except you don't have to pay for anything. You just plant them in the ground. God's privacy screen. Lilac bushes. That's why they're my favorite. And also they're pretty. Of course. I saw them watching you and wanted to come say hi. Aw! Well, thank you. That's so nice of you, Fia. You're very welcome here. She's actually sitting right next to me. Oh, whoa! We got double chatters going on here. This is collusion. How do I know you're actually Turtle and not Fia typing on the other... Oh, my brain. What a cute commission so far. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Welcome in, Sarah. How are you doing? I can't wait to play Cobblemon with you. That's going to be so exciting. Do you want to see the sketch? Boom. There's the sketch. It's Kira, and Kira's going to be inside of a bento box. Which is such a cute idea for a commission. But I told her I'm watching a cool streamer, and she said, bet. Well, if you pick a streamer at random and say that they're cool, you'll be wrong most of the time. Lucky for you, I'm the swaggiest, most epicest gamer of them all. Yes, thank you. I finally have been given the applause that I so deserve. I don't know what I'm saying. Did Aiden just say poggers unironically in the big 2026? Unbelievable. I bet you didn't even grow up with pogs, did you? I bet you don't even know the joy of throwing them at the ground. And that's all that game was. My mom planted bushes like that for the same reason. Sarah, am I your mom? I don't see green. I'm gonna have to take one of your arms. What? Me? I'm wearing green. My overalls are green. My eyes are green. What do you mean? Now you giving away our secret? I know, isn't it such a good idea? Yes, Cobblemon. I'm gonna catch all the Eevees. All the Eeveelutions. They're my fave. I'm practicing Clip Studio Paint 5.0 by making little comic doodles. That's a good idea. I still haven't updated my Clip Studio. Unless it updates automatically if you have a perpetual license, but I kind of don't think it does. I assume they're going to milk it for more money, but it works. I have everything I need. They're going to have to come up with a pretty serious update for me to actually pay money to upgrade to the next tier. They're going to be like, Clip Studio Paint the waifu update, and I'll be like, gimme! Take my money! Shut up and take my money! Do we have a goal for the prediction? Maybe getting this line work done by the end of stream? I feel like that's reasonable. Mama Aiden. I'm colorblind? Oh, that's funny. Trust me, I'm wearing green. The real secret is I'm taller than you, and you're short. Hey, don't make fun of people for being short, alright? That hits home. I call Dilbs? I call Dilfs on Sylveon? I call Dibs on Sylveon? You can't! You can't! That's my favorite Pokemon! And also, when I asked my friends what Pokemon I would be, they all unanimously agreed that I would be Sylveon. A male Sylveon. You have to pay like $10 to upgrade if you have a perpetual license. Isn't that weird? Like, you already bought it. You know? But I guess they're really pushing that whole subscription model. Oh well. I'm trying to get a Sylveon too. Yay, we can go on a quest together for a Sylveon. Prediction is up, folks. Am I going to finish the line art this stream? And by line art, we're talking about this. I actually want to try... So here's the thing. So I'm using my standard 4K sized canvas for this. But eventually I need to put Kira in a bento box. And the bento box is going to have to be like this big, so it doesn't fit on the screen. So either I make the canvas way bigger and slow everything down and mess with my sizing, or I do the actual line art on a vector layer, which I never do in Clip Studio, but there's no time like the present. And then I can actually shrink the vector layer down without losing any detail, any resolution. And then I can draw the bento box around again. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do line art on top of this and on a vector layer. If you say you're Sylveon, all I have to say is Aiden is egg. Huh? Can I be an egg and Sylveon at the same time? Pretty sure Sylveons are mammals, and they don't lay eggs. I can actually have 3 options for predictions. Might add a crazy option next time. That's funny. I like that. Will Aiden finish X this stream? And the options are yes, no, or Aiden dies on stream today. This is the stream where Aiden is finally assassinated. That's all I'm allowed to say, I'm afraid. Whoa, so you're just gonna leave me in suspense not knowing what the heck you're talking about with Sylveon eggs? Oh, you're probably talking about eggs in Pokemon, where you just walk them around, and eventually they hatch, and new Pokemon pop out. I don't know why that wasn't my first assumption. It should have been. It's been a while since I played any Pokemon game, alright? The most recent Pokemon game that I played is Pokemon Go. And I also want to say it's a freaking shame that no one plays that game anymore. I mean, people do play the game still, but no one from where I'm from because there's no one who lives here. I love that game. It's genuinely so fun, and it's a great way to get outside and get exercise. Pokemon Go genuinely helped me through a breakup. It's the only breakup I went through where I was the breakup E and not the breakup er, meaning that I got broken up with and I was not the one who broke up with my girlfriend. And so in order to cope, I went for lots of walks. So the thought process was, I didn't want to distract myself because I know that with something that makes you very sad, like a breakup, it's easy to distract yourself with, like, video games, you know, and scrolling and overstimulate yourself, so you don't actually process the breakup, which causes more damage than just going through the emotions in the first place. And I didn't want to do that. So I was like, I'm going to let myself go for walks so that I'm not overstimulated. I'm going to give myself time to process. I want time to be outside in the real world, getting fresh air, exercise, sunshine, all those good things. And on, like, day 2, I was like, okay, this is good, but I'm genuinely so bored. I need to do something while I'm on walks. And then I realized that I could play Pokemon Go because it's not overstimulating. I can check my phone at the beginning of the walk, then I can put it away. And then when I get to the gym that I knew was on my street, I could pull my phone out, fight the gym, put it away, go until the end of my walk, pull the phone out once more, and then do it again on the way back. And I would walk every day for a very long time. I get all my steps in. And genuinely, like, it really helped me through that breakup. I felt so much better through the whole thing just being outside. I play it still? Nice. I'm glad. Lorenzo the Boss 2010, welcome in. How are you? I love that name. Can I call you Lorenzo? Or do I have to call you Boss? My boyfriend plays it from time to time. It's a fun game. It's a good game. It's your own journey. Hey, don't laugh at me, Garen. What do you mean? It helped me cope with a breakup. I was the breakup-er, and frankly, it happened for a good reason. Yeah, that was me in all my other relationships. Lorenzo is fine, but Boss is good because it's damn true. But Lorenzo is fine. Alright, we'll see what I'm feeling. Is that you giving me head pats, Turtle? Thank you. I appreciate it. But no, I don't know how well I would have coped with that breakup. Like, maybe I would have been fine regardless, and this is all fake news. But I do feel like going for walks every day actually helped so much. It was also just... It straight up might have just been really good for my mental health to go on walks all the time. It most likely was. It's funny how the way that is quickest to get over the pain of a breakup is to face the breakup head on. You'd think if you want to avoid pain, then you want to avoid the thing that brings up the painful memories, but if you confront it face on, it hurts way less. It's way easier to get through. That was my experience anyway. So, long story short, if you get broken up with, play Pokemon Go. It's my life advice for this stream. I broke it off because she punched my sister in the face? Yeah, that's insane behavior. That's not allowed. Good. I've always been the breakup E. Yeah, things happen. Life happens. Because apparently, Asri Arts, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. How are you? Apparently my sister was stealing me away. Like, no duh, family comes first. Yeah, that's actually insane. You have to be a different level of insecure to punch someone in the face for hanging out with their sibling. Yeah, red flag, no kidding, right? I'm honestly shocked I'm not numb to it. Yeah, well, you know, that's the human experience. You get attached to people. Humans are social creatures. You get attached to people, it probably is going to hurt every time. Starts in level 1, ends in level 100. It is crazy. I'm going to close my window. I'll be right back. My tracking is going to break just for a second. Here we go. There we go. That's better. All good. I died. The window closed on my head. Popped my cranium. Like a Jolly Rancher. No, that's not what I'm thinking of. What's the gummy? A gusher. A fruit gusher. She even directly asked, and I quote, "Are you guys doing some crap behind my back?" Like, what is that implying? Like, talking about her behind her back? This isn't an episode of Game of Thrones. Oh, no. Oh, that's what you mean. If that's what they were insinuating, that's insane behavior. Are you and your sister smooching behind my back? That's a next level of jealousy. I live in a really small town / only go to work and home, so I barely even meet people for friends, let alone dating. I feel you, Turtle. I am the exact same way. I get out my house probably at most once a week. Like, I leave my house more than that, but what I mean, like, going out to do things is probably once a week. Maybe twice a week if it's a crazy week. But yeah, I don't really meet any new people. Hence why I'm still single. Oh, is tits broken? Oh, my bad. Here, let me restart it. I don't know why it's doing that so much lately. I'm not gonna complain though, because Tits is a small indie project, you know? Okay, there we go. I got it reset. Minri, do you mind refunding those? What is your favorite flower and tea? Lorenzo! You gotta answer. What's your favorite flower and tea? Oh, you did. My bad. Rose with chamomile? Nice. She went there. I mean, I love my sister and give her the occasional peck on the cheek to comfort her, but to go that far? Yeah, no. Hey, you can quote me on this. Incest? Not good. Not good. Doesn't stop me from working on my ab trainer so I can get strong and carry a future partner. That's awesome behavior. The best reason for exercising is so that you can get better at hugging and cuddling. And to carry your partner around. I'm trying to get more into exercising. I feel like now is the time of year where if you actually want that summer bod, you got to start now. Before it gets warm enough to take your shirt off outside. It's not swimsuit weather yet. So I'll ramp up the exercise routine now. I don't need to quote you. That's universal. Yeah, I know. I was being /S. That stands for sarcasm in Reddit speak. Aiden, can you do cheeks, please? Ayo? I don't... I don't do NSFW on commissions. I don't know what you mean. Oh, this? Like, puff my cheeks out? I will not pull out the gyat for stream. Aiden, I ordered my first blahaj. That's exciting. Did you order it on Amazon? Or did you go to IKEA? Oh, wait. IKEA has their own shipping thing, don't they? Did you order it on IKEA? You want to elaborate? No. That worked perfect. Thanks. Yay. Pulls out gyat, gets banned. If only I could do that as a VTuber. If only I could make an ass toggle where it switches over to booty cam. I bought it from IKEA. Nice. We don't have an IKEA anywhere close to where I live, which makes me very sad. Gives Shaden cookies. Aw. That's nice of you. Normally you guys give him artillery, which I can't say I approve of. Lorenzo, thank you for the follow. I think they were asking about the blush. I can blush, but it will take melon away. Gonna lurk for a bit. I'm tired and might nap. Nice. Have a good nap, Sarah. I wanted to nap today so bad. While my mom is doing work in the living room. And it was loud work. So I couldn't nap. Astrid, hi! Welcome back in. It's been a minute. How are you doing? I hope you're doing very well. My nearest IKEA is 27 miles away. Is that close? Or is that far? I think my nearest IKEA is a 6-hour drive. Which is like... On a 110 road? Like 700 kilometers, maybe? How are you all? I'm doing very well. Astrid, how about yourself? My nearest idea is 132 miles away. Me with my 2 brain cells. My nearest idea is 100 miles away. Yeah, I know IKEA. I'm clowning on you. It's in London, so it's a 2-hour drive. Still, a 2-hour drive in Europe? That's so much. A 5-hour drive here in Canada is just like, you gotta do that to get anywhere. Because it's the second biggest country in the world, I'd have you know. A kilometer's a bit less than a mile. Yeah, it's point... Is a kilometer 0.6 of a mile? Yeah, I think that's right. My conversion rates that I remember is a kilometer is 0.6 of a mile. No, that's not right, is it? Is it 0.78? I don't remember. And then a kilometer is 2.2 pounds. Kilometer? A kilogram. Jeez. If it starts with kilo, I think it's the same thing. A kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So, like, I weigh 140 pounds, I think. And although I've been working out, so maybe that number's climbing. And I think that's like 62 kilos. Or 65 kilos. My nearest idea is 3 parallel universes away. I was actually lying. My nearest idea is on the Google Doc where I write down all my ideas. I'm so sorry for telling a fib. Don't send Larry Boy. I won't survive. I'm such a fan. I would faint. I'm a Larry Boy fanboy. I'm zoomed in at the level that I would be for doing actual line art, but this isn't actual line art. This is supposed to be another sketch. I haven't even asked Kira what she thinks about this yet. Oh dear. Sends Larry Boy. Oh no! I gotta run. Don't let Alfred know my location. Tell Alfred that I'm living in, like, Montana or something. Throw off the scent. Gotta keep streaming. If Larry Boy gets to me, who knows what'll happen. He'll stick one of those plungers to my head. Then how am I supposed to draw pictures? With a plunger on my head? Come on. Don't be ridiculous. What is this, Rayman Raving Rabbids? Anybody? Incredible game franchise. Absolutely goated game franchise. I used to do such a good rabbit impression when I was a kid. I don't think I can do it anymore. Nope, definitely not. Sends the IRS to Aiden's house. What are they gonna do? Huh? I'm Canadian. Oh no! Larry Boy got to me! I'm dead! Rest in peace, Aiden Sketches, 2002 to 2026. He drew. That's what it's gonna say on my gravestone. Ow! My head! What was that? I died! What do you mean? That doesn't happen to you when you die? Everybody's died. At least the cool kids all have. You guys know how, like, this is gonna be a deep reference, so bear with me. Do we have any Smosh fans in chat? If not, I will elaborate. Shane Top from Smosh, our beloved golden boy, has been my favorite since the very first Smosh Summer Games. Well, maybe except for Spencer Agnew. I freaking love Spencer. Drowned in his family pool when he was a kid. And, like, was technically dead, I think. And then got resuscitated. If that happened to you, are you allowed to say that you died in a Two Truths and a Lie? Because you can be, like, medically dead and then still come back to life, right? Medically dead just means, well, I don't know. I ain't a death scientist. I ain't a necromancer. But I think there's, like, a couple ways you measure it. It's like they're not breathing, their heart has stopped for a certain amount of time. And, like, it's possible to come back from that, right? It doesn't happen very often, but it can happen, right? Because if that were me, I'd be whipping that out all the time. Every time I meet a new person, or, heaven forbid, you have to do one of those icebreakers, where you're meeting a new group of people and you have to sit around in a circle and they're like, everyone tell us your name and your favorite ice cream flavor and a fun fact about yourself. If that were me, every fun fact that I ever used would be that I've died. I'd be like, yeah, I died once. And everyone would be like, you are an absolute liar. If you died, then how are you here? Check in, mate. And then you get to whip out the story. and then boom, that's something interesting about yourself. And it's also not super vulnerable either. It's not like, I'm really, like, into anime. Instead, you can say, yeah, I died one time. Yeah, it's pretty rad, I know. Pretty baller. Dying is cool. I don't mean that. I don't mean that! It was a misinput! I'm always happy to be here. Aw, makes me happy. Can I clear the queue? Of course. It's pure chaos. Love the hair. Oh, thank you, Karen. Technically, yes. Welcome in small. Oh my gosh, that was a lot. Thank you for the hydrate, turtle. Thank you for keeping me alive. And filling me with fluids. Good. Good water. Very much water. Pika Pika, I'm eating your cables. Pika Pika. Are you Pikachu? In that case, you don't need to eat my cables. You just need to siphon the electricity from them. Dying is cool. Moms, can I die? Dad says it's cool. Not till the dates determine. So true. Oh, the fates determine. Aiden, check general in Discord. General Discord. Why? What do you require of me? Whoa! Hello, Bayonetta. Who is she? You got an upgrade? That's cool. Also, welcome to the Discord, Olia. She is me. That's cool. In what game? Or is that just a 3D model? I need to eat your copper inside the cables. The plastic and rubber. Really? Why? The copper's like the most nasty part. It's the nastiest part. I am now sexy adventure wife? My dream. You have a Discord, Aiden? Yes, there it is. It's in chat. Thank you, DeadSec. Appreciate ya. Sorry, Dad. Mom says I can't die. Well, your mother would say that now, wouldn't she? Cringe. Fine. I suppose we can wait for the fates. Just like your great-grandfather did. I love drawing fluffy hair. Can I be honest? It is so much more fun to draw women than men. Genuinely. At first it was a meme, and I was like, oh, haha, yeah, it's... guys are just basically made of boxes. They're not super fun to draw. And then, like, now that I'm doing commissions at the same time as my YouTube video, I find myself always wanting to do commissions and not the video, because in the video I have to draw myself over and over and over again, and I'm just a guy. But with commissions I get to draw ladies, and they're so much more fun to draw. It's so much better. I'm like, should I make Maiden my main persona, and then I can just draw a woman all the time? Technically mothers with an S, true. Because I'm a rat. I need cables. You're a cable rat? Feels like something straight out of TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Tootin' mutant noodle toodles. I'm confused. How has two mothers and a father? I mean, how else is dead gonna exist without man? One of us had to have the child. The other two are moral support. I thought we adopted dead. Uh-oh. The wives, they're fighting. The mothers. How did I even do this hair? Oh, yeah, that's supposed to be like a little in between piece. I see, I see. Aiden stole me, and then you two adopted me. We stole Dad from the father. What the heck? Why do I have to be the villain now? Call me Mother Gothel the way I be stealing you as a child. Except don't, actually. Mother does not know best. Guys, I'm starting to think Mother maybe doesn't know best. She would called Rapunzel stupid. That's pretty cringe. Come on here. Be so good. Come on here. Draw the line. Come on here. Be so smart. Yay! Kind of. I've also started drawing basically every character with these kind of curtain bangs. Because it adds so much volume and depth. As opposed to doing this for hair. You know? And then just like this kind of thing. As soon as you add these. Whoa. So 3D. So much dimension. Incredible. Look at that. Now there's all this space in between there. Wow! It's so fun. I love it. Guys, hot take. Drawing is low-key pretty fun. It's pretty good. Not the wives. Bean! Hi, Bean! How have you been? Ha ha ha. Thank you, Garen. Can't we all share? I like Aiden's cables the most because they're yummy and taste like melons. Hey! Just because I do my biannual melon shakedown where I rub watermelon on all my wires doesn't mean you're allowed to eat them. Thank you for the stretch, Garen. Hi, Bean. How are you? Good to see ya. Hope you're staying safe with the tornadoes and everything. We just found out Aiden is the father and we kidnapped Dead and adopted Dead. Oh, wait, so Dead is my biological child and you kidnapped them from me? Is that what's going on? My daughter! Dead is great. Can't keep them all to ourselves. Good. You are great, shakes you aggressively. We like you, though. Are you questioning our judgment? Are you calling me a liar? Well, I ain't calling you a truther. Thank you, Garen. You're so nice. You're always glazing me, Garen. Ugh. Oh, man. I need this stretch, though. My poor bones. Ugh. Aiden, I love watching you draw. It's so relaxing. I'm glad you feel that way, Bean. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. I'm glad that I'm actually doing some drawing for once. Ugh. Although, I really want to play Super Battle Golf on stream. I played it for the first time last night. Oh my gosh. That game is pure and utter chaos in the absolute best way. I think people were starting to get mad at me because I was griefing so hard. But if you didn't want me to grief you, then we should just play golf with friends. Or golf with your friends and turn off collision, turn off power-ups, all that. And then you can have a nice cordial game of golf. If we're playing Super Battle Golf, you know, the one with the guns and the land mines and the airstrikes, you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to blow you up. So that's what I would do. And it's pure comedy gold to walk up to somebody and hit him with a golf club. That's just peak comedy. We also want to jump up, kick back, whip around, and spin. And then we'll jump back to it again and go. Banger. Absolute banger. I'm gonna be sick. Stop shaking, Dead. Motion sickness is a bitch. True. Bean. It's almost your birthday. Birthday bean, the birthday bean. The birth bean, birth. Bean birth. Do you guys watch Nanoland? Or are you guys familiar with Nanoland? Rusher! Rusher! And a shoosh. And a kushi. And a Samaru. Another Samaru. And a people. What an insane kids show. Small, thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. I appreciate you so much, Small. That's very kind. I'm so thankful for your generosity. I only get sick by boats or if my favorite uncle drives. Does your favorite uncle do donuts in the parking lot? Is that how you get motion sick? Hold the nerve on the center of your wrist. It helps to prevent motion sickness. I did not know that. Does it also help your hand become necrotic? Aiden, yes, DeadSec? What can I do you for? Chicken butt? Absolutely devastating. I'm never going to financially recover from this. I hope you know that. How dare you present me with the chicken butt? How dare you recite the dark magics to me, witch? I was there when they were written. I was thinking about Lord of the Rings today. You know, as you do. That's all. I have nothing more to add to that story except that I was thinking about Lord of the Rings. Was thinking about Sam's speech, actually. There's good in this world, Mr. Frodo. And it's worth fighting for. Oh, tears every time. Waterworks. Those movies, they really get to me, you know? Aiden got by the chicken butt? I did. I can't believe you. Dead. No ads for Bean. Sadly, watching my money, so gifting isn't as constant as before, but I enjoy doing it when I get a chance. Of course, Small. I'm proud of you for watching your money. That's a good skill. There's absolutely no pressure to donate. You know this. I appreciate it regardless, but take care of yourself first. You gotta take care of number one, you know? Quotes Narnia. So anyway, I was thinking about Lord of the Rings. Well, yes, but that's because... Wasn't Narnia written by C.S. Lewis? That's a C.S. Lewis thing, isn't it? And I can't think about C.S. Lewis without also thinking about J.R.R. Tolkien. Narnia. The Chronicles of Narnia novel series by C.S. Lewis. I was right. C.S. Lewis also has a lot of other books that are really good and highly underrated. Aiden, I'm so excited for the birth Miss Ruffles. Scream! Me too! I entered with my new persona. Did you see that, Bean? I'm still restructuring my brain to do better about it, but I'm slowly getting better. And it is something that I think you learn over a long period of time, you know? But good for you, Small. Proud of you for taking initiative and getting that worked on. It's good. Slips Shaden a note saying, "Get got, bozo." How dare you? No one gets to call me a bozo and lives to tell the tale. Whoa. Shaden, was that a threat? Though next week, I'm buying my new PC. That's so exciting! Yeah! What kind of PC are you getting? Custom, or pre-built, right? I did. I'm so excited. Me too. It's going to be so good. What time are you streaming on that day, Bean? Because that's a stream day for me as well. If it's at the same time, I'll have to have your stream up in the corner while I'm waiting to see if I win. Minri knows how much of a struggle this is for me. Well, keep doing your best, you know? Give yourself some grace and some time and patience, but it's a good thing to work on. Try to kill me, bozo. Bet you can't. Don't egg Shaden on. As much as I dog on myself for being a weak little guy, Shaden is like an eldritch being. I would not make that guy mad. He's like an SCP. He's a Keter class. I believe in my small mother. You can do it, small. You can do this. Thankfully, I have patient people in my life. That's good. Though, goal for next year is to get a signing with Gamer Sups if I make it to my goal. That's awesome. Wouldn't that be so much fun? I want to get my own Gamer Sups shaker with Maiden on it. I just think it's so cool to have merch of something that you made. It's such a flex. Oh, I like your shirt. What's that from? Actually, it's my drawing. Bwah. We believe in you, small. Waifu small cup? Yo? Honestly, for my birthday, I know what I want to get this year. What? What is that? Or do you not want to give us spoilies? Bean has to grab some of her new merch when she has extra monies. Oh, yeah? Bean's already ahead of us in the merch department. Not Aiden just casually glazing his own artwork. No, not me. You know how much I hate my own art. Although, I gotta say, recently, I have been learning to be kinder to my artwork. I don't know if it's because my art has been getting better. I think that's part of it. But also, I look back and I see issues with my art, and I'm like, those are smaller. They feel smaller than they used to be. It might not be that I'm getting better. It might just be that, that when I see an issue in my art, it doesn't, like, destroy my whole world anymore.
Alanix says if the Earth is the third planet from the sun, does that mean all countries are third world countries?
No, they'd be third planet country. Wait, planet is the world. Oh my gosh. You're right. What the heck? So if we wanted to be first world countries, we'd have to all fly to Mercury. Huh. Chat, what's everyone's favorite planet? I'll go first. Jupiter. Jupiter's the best. I want to get Bean merch, a special piece of art, because I get myself a piece each year and a few plushies I deeply want. That's so fun! Bean merch for your birthday? Birthday Bean merch! That's awesome. And also, good luck with the raffle, Small. I know you've also entered. And Minri. I made my first stickers for my Webtoon MC recently, and honestly, it was such a serotonin boost. That's great. I'm so happy to hear that. I have gotten stickers of my own drawings But it's not the same. It's not the same to just like pay a bunch of money out of pocket to get myself stickers. That's easy, you know? It's too easy. I want to get a small sticker pack, a Memphis beanie, and a Memphis keychain. Whoa. Pluto, the dwarf planet? Whoa. Basic Mars? No, Mars is a good choice. Or you're not saying that Mars is basic, you're saying I'm basic for picking Jupiter. I'm sorry. Basic, the giant gas bubble floating in space with a never-ending storm in it? You calling that basic? How dare you? I would say that Earth is basic. Oh, you were saying that Mars was basic. Okay, I'm sorry. I got tilted for absolutely no reason. I don't think Mars is basic. I think Mars is a really cool choice. Mars is very mysterious to me. It's so similar to Earth. It's so nearby. We've found ice, which means there was water there at one point, which could have sustained life. Uranus. Neptune is a good choice. Neptune is also a good choice. Uranus. My favorite planet is the sun. Dead sec. You know this. The sun is not a planet. The sun is a star. What do you think, Shaden? I think planets are stupid. Whoa! That's a crazy take from Shaden. I can't believe he would say that. I love space. I was super into outer space when I was younger. Every little boy is either obsessed with, like, trucks. I've forgotten. Oh, trucks, dinosaurs, or space. And I fell firmly into the space category. Did not care about dinosaurs. Absolutely could not care less about trucks. But space? Dude. That was rad. I was always reading books. And it's funny because, like, it's hard to learn about space as an interest. If you're interested in, like, dinosaurs, like, you think dinosaurs are cool, right? You can, like, learn the different periods, the different epochs. You can learn the different names of dinosaurs. And, like, what they look like. If you're into trucks, you can learn the different kinds of trucks, the different names of trucks, the different brands. If you're into space, once you've got the solar system down, then you have to do some serious homework to get anything else. For me, it was cool because you'd read through the books and you'd learn about, like, the different density of the planets, and that the more denser the planet, the stronger gravitational field it is. And you'd learn about, like, oh, X amount of days on Earth is actually X amount of days on Jupiter. It's actually way more, or it spins this fast. So it's, like, interesting facts to look at, but not the kind of thing you remember, because they're all very dense numbers. Like, gravity is measured in meters per second squared. So when you're a kid and you're interested in space, I'm not going to remember how many meters per second squared the gravity was on every planet. It's easy to remember the name pterodactyl, but when someone's like, so how many days is it on Jupiter as compared to Earth? I'm like, brother, I don't freaking remember. It's really hard to, like, it's hard to have space fun facts when you're young, you know? You could be like, hey, did you know that when stars reach the end of their life, they explode? And people would be like, yeah, I knew that. And you're like, well, that's all I got. Aiden is such an Aries. Actually, I'm a Capri Sun. Besides, Uranus is the only planet that's married. What? Shaden must pick a comet then, or a black hole if don't like planets. I think if Shaden hates space, he probably doesn't know the names of any comets or black holes. Uranus has more game than me. You are our space, cute and shining and talented. Stop it, you. I always loved learning about space, but when I learned about math, But when I learned math was a big factor in space things, I was like, nope. Yes, exactly. If you want to learn cool space facts, you have to know math. If you want to learn cool dinosaur facts, you just, like, learn the name of the dinosaurs. It's crazy. Just another few weeks and I'll have a model. That's so exciting! Happy for you, Small. Earth's gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared. I remember that from physics class. Supernovas are cool. They can also turn into black holes. I did know that too. That's also cool. I like to hit him with the there's a walnut moon in space fact. Or the one that on Neptune it rains diamonds. That one's also pretty cool. And like that the red dot on Jupiter is a never-ending storm. Like, maybe I've just always been a big picture guy. Trucks to me could not be less interesting. They're pieces of metal. Whoop-de-doo. Dinosaurs can be cool because it's like, did you know that this dinosaur was really big? And I'd be like, that is crazy. It's crazy that an animal can get that big. But, come on. T-Rex is big is not nearly as fun of a fact as on Jupiter it storms forever. Like, space is just objectively on a bigger scale. Like, if you told me, oh, did you know there was a dinosaur that was, like, as big as a skyscraper? I'd be like, I can believe that. It's cool. It's interesting to, like, picture that in your head, but I can believe it. The first time I was told that it rains diamonds on Neptune, I'd be like, there is no way that happens. That's not a thing that happens. It's not possible. And then you look it up and it actually happens, and you're like, how are we not looking into this? That's just something that goes on regularly? What? Space has got the craziest facts. But again, like I say, it's hard to remember space things because you got to do math. I don't have the right amount of fingers on this hand. People are going to accuse me of AI. Uh-oh. A fate worse than death. And I don't mean that sarcastically. Hi, Aiden. I totally didn't have to write out all the trauma I remember. Did you do that in a journal? I hope you did that in a journal, because journaling is good for you. Cars aren't too interesting. I pretended to be interested into cars because I liked a guy once. The only valid reason to pretend to be into cars. I'm a curious person by nature, but it felt fake AF. I get that. I have friends who are very much into cars. And I try to remember everything I can. But I think it's painfully obvious that I know next to nothing about vehicles. I think there's also a planet that has metallic clouds. Wait, really? That's so cool. Metal clouds? See, like, isn't that so much harder to believe than big animal? I don't know. Not to rag on people who like dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are very cool. And there's a lot of really interesting things. Like that something can get fossilized and preserved in amber and survive like millions of years. That's really cool. But I feel like ultimately the most interesting thing about dinosaurs is they were basically just big animals. They were real big. Because of the air, I think, or something. So all the animals were way bigger back then. But in space, it's like, yep, clouds are made of metal and it rains diamonds and there's storms forever. Like, that feels like it's straight out of a fantasy novel. I wrote it out in a confession thingy on a Discord server I'm in. It felt good getting it off my chest. And I'm trying to make Sokyo a sister, but I don't know how to design or color her. She looks too much like Alice, that's the problem. I want her to be kinda like Alice. Yeah. There are lots of tips and tricks that you can use to make characters look different. That would be a useful thing to look into. And also, I'm glad that you got to vent. I'm glad that you feel better. Stegosaurus is best dinosaur? Alright. Alright, we're getting into it. What is objectively the best dinosaur, folks? What's everyone's favorite dinosaur? What is it? A Brontosaurus that I'm thinking of? Brontosaurus. What about a Stegosaurus? Stegosaurus. Oh, that's the one that you literally just said. I have the memory of a goldfish. I like Brontosaurus. I like that they have big neck. Triceratops? Yeah, it's called Star J0705 plus 0612. Are you being dead ass with that? You are being dead ass. That's actually what it's called. See what I mean? You wanna remember the name of a dinosaur? Stegosaurus. You wanna remember the name of a star? J0705 plus 0612. It dimmed 40 times in September 2024 for 9 months due to a metallic cloud occultation. Whoa. That's so sick. Metal clouds. A 9-month mystery. Imagine you were gestating in that period. You're a metal cloud baby. Triceratops is a good pick. Aiden, you're our favorite dinosaur? What do you mean? You're older than me. Wait, are you? Oh, I don't remember. Maybe I'm old. Bean made a dice tower where you roll the dice down the Stegosaurus's back, down its tail into a little dish, and it's purple, of course. That's the most Bean thing I've ever heard. That's awesome. Did you made that yourself? That's so cool. Did you 3D print it? I see a small. My day better now. Oh, that's so sweet. I like Elasmosaurus. That's a new one. What is Elasmosaurus? Oh, it's a swimmy one. What does that remind me of? What is it called? Lasiopleurodon? What am I thinking of? It's not a Lasiopleurodon. It's a Clasiopleurodon, something like that. 'Twas joking. I know. I was leaning into it. I'll send you a picture later. Okay, please do. That's awesome. I'm gonna try Glasiopleurodon. Nope. Clasiopleurodon? Nope. Google has no idea what I'm trying to say. What if I just type in Asiopleurodon? Literally nothing. Opleurodon. Oh, it's just a Leopleurodon. Where was I getting the extra syllables from? Oh my gosh, Leopleurodon is freaking scary. Look at this thing. That's a Leopleurodon. Scary. Scarifying. It's a portmanteau of the words scary and terrifying. It's a magical Leopleurodon! It's a magical Leopleurodon, Charlie! A magical Leopleurodon! That's actually what I was thinking of. The reason that there were 3 extra syllables at the beginning is because I was thinking of a magical Leopleurodon. Is it gonna show us the way? Charlie! Candy Mountain, Charlie! Candy Mountain! That's an alligator shark. No, brother, that's a Leopleurodon. Charlie! Candy Mountain, Charlie! It's a magical Leopleurodon! Shun the non-believer! Shun! Shun! Oh, they took my kidneys. What an insane little web show that was. Charlie the Unicorn. Good times, though. Good memories. It's amazing. It is amazing. Small. Oh, no. My body. Alright. No more complaining. Do your crunches or I'ma crunch you? Alright, fine. I said I was gonna get whipped into shape, so here we go. 10 crunches, easy. I've already done 22 today. I'm supposed to do 22 every day. And by supposed to, I mean that's the goal I set myself. So here we go. Ah! Why? Why you explode me? I'm doing crunches just for you. Ugh. Five. There we go. 10. That wasn't too bad. I'm really getting used to it. The maximum amount of crunches that I have done lately all at once was 40, and I was very proud of myself for that. No breaks. Ah! No nothing. Thank you for the hydrate. Did you guys see that? I was drinking my water. I think there's a leprechaun in here. Lose for St. Paddy's Day. Love you, Aiden. Is that why you torture me? Is that why you make me do crunches? Aiden, you're the best art dad anyone could ask for. Aww! Thank you! Ow! Ow. Thank you, though. 'Twas also a stretch redeemed? Oh, my bad. Thank you, Minri. The Minri self-report. You redeemed the stretch. I'm standing up for this one. Oh, boy. I'm rolling my ankles in a circle. Gotta keep those ankles nice and fresh, you know? My wife, I had a good day today though. Like, I was really tired in like the middle of the day, but otherwise I've been really good. I didn't have any sugar today. Well, any free sugars. I'm allowed to have like natural sugars. I had an apple this morning. I'm trying to give up sugar for Lent. We'll see how much longer that lasts. But I had good food. I did my exercises. I did my walking on my treadmill. Got lots of work done. I didn't dilly-dally. You know? It's pretty good, all things considered. And I also think that my mothers are the best people that I know, and I'm genuinely happy I found everyone here. That's so nice. I'm genuinely happy that you are here. That's so nice. I'm really glad. It really warms my heart, you know? That's what this is for. That's so sweet. I appreciate it. Oh! Jeez! That freaking scared me! Oh my gosh! There's a genuine reaction. It wasn't even the pain that got me that time. It was the freaking jump scare. Holy.
Got him!
This is for everyone in chat. Love you all. That's so nice. Thank you so much for the 200 bits, small girl. I appreciate you so much. Even if it did jump scare me, I'm still very thankful. It's very kind of you, small. I appreciate you. Good lord, OMG. I know, right? Did you also get jump scared, Turtle? I certainly did. I actually screamed. I do not scream very often. When I get scared, I usually shut up. That's my gut reaction. So the fact that I actually went, ah! means that you got me really good. Jeez. Yeah. Just a little jumpy. No big deal. I want this hair to be floofier. I love drawing hair. It's my favorite thing. That's why I like characters with a lot of hair. So floofy. Because it means I get to draw more hair. I think, were I a woman, I'd grow my hair out real long. I'm sure at one point I would try growing my hair down to like my butt. I don't know if I'd keep it that long just because I know it gets really annoying. But I would just mess around with it all the time. I think I'd have so much fun. I know I've made more than one person wheeze more than once. Wow, you're an expert. Only a little, but I have streams really low in the background while I work. That makes sense. That makes sense. I go sit and cry in my corner because I don't deserve any of you all. Don't say that. We're all friends here. I'm good at jumping people. It's my thing at work. You jump people at your work? Huh? You do deserve us, so sit back down and accepting hugs. Yes, accept all of the hugs. Never enough points. So true. I have so many tempting redeems. Just want the option for timing. Hair down to your butt gets caught on things all the time. Can confirm. Oh, you had hair that long, Bean? Or maybe you're speaking for a friend. You did? That's so interesting. Can also confirm. But it's gotta be worth it, right? I mean, it gets caught and it hurts. But you also look awesome. And you can braid it. You could do like a braid and then a bun. You do like the Evelyn from Zenless Zone Zero where you do the braid around and then a bun in the middle. You gotta have long hair to do that. I love short hair. It's my friend. God, no, short hair is where it's at. I want to be that girl that pulls off male haircuts. Yes, join the Pixie Cut Club. I think I would suffer because I really want the long hair. I get that short hair is so much better just to live with. But having long braided hair, so pretty. My hair only wants to be a specific length. It don't grow, but if I cut it, it grows back fast to the length, and then it stops growing again. Isn't that funny how that happens? Like, I think hair grows faster on guys. I might be wrong about that. I feel like I've seen that stat somewhere. But then not as long. You look at, like, Danny from Game Grumps. He hasn't cut his hair in like 2 decades. And it doesn't go past his shoulders. He does have very frizzy, curly hair, to be fair. But you look at like Moist Critical, who's also been growing his hair out for like 6 years. And it goes to like his chest. So I think that hair just like stops at a certain point. I've had the pleasure of seeing Minri with short hair and can confirm gorgeous. Aw, but I think I look weird without ponytail. We're all our worst critic, you know. I always hate how I look after I get a haircut. But my family and friends are all like, no, it looks really good. And I'm like, you're all lying to me. You're all gaslighting me. Which is why I cut my own hair now. So that I know I look like a clown. No, actually, it's because it's cheap and because it's fun. That's why. Only time my hair looks good down is right after a shower. I wonder if everybody just looks good when they get out of the shower. Or maybe it's just because with wet hair, when it's short, it's easy to style. I feel like I look good when I get out of the shower. Or at least I like the way my hair looks when I get out of the shower. Because it's super easy to style. You know what I should try one of these days? I have a weird relationship with hair products because I am of the belief that products are all chemicals. And generally speaking, it's better to not put chemicals in your body than it is to put chemicals in your body. Just generally speaking. But there's like sea salt, like ocean hairspray, which is supposed to, well, it's got like ocean salt in it. So it helps your hair to be really frizzy and easier to style. And it hopefully doesn't have a bunch of chemicals in it. Again, I don't know if I'd ever do that because I don't know if I trust that there are really no chemicals in it. But I can confirm when I took a trip to Mexico and swam in the ocean, my hair has never looked better. That ocean water just does something to my hair, and it makes me look like Andrew Garfield. Like, it looks perfect every time. And I'm like, how do I bottle this? How do I capture this so I can have it every time? So maybe I ought to try it. But also, I have a hard time justifying spending money on basically anything that's not a necessity. So I'm like, I don't even live on my own right now. Why am I buying, like, ocean hairspray? That's probably a weird way to think about it, but, you know, my brain is weird. That's why I dye my own hair much cheaper. Yeah, exactly. You get it. I'm not just saying that as your online wife. You pull it off and look adorable. I also have facial dysmorphia, so I can't accurately judge. Oh, I see. I hate who I used to be and still harbor some of that hate to me right now. Aw, I hope you can let go of that, Dead, because you're wonderful. Hi, James. It's okay if you're late. I'm glad that you're here at all. Even I think I look good after the shower. So it's true. It's a tried and tested method, then. Nice. Thank you for a 7-stream streak, James. I appreciate the commitment for always popping in. My hair curls and is very floofy after drying after shower. That's awesome. Curly, floofy hair is the best. I struggle with masking with ADHD being a part of my life. I've had so many times where I have an identity crisis. Yeah, I'm like, with this tattoo, I keep going back and forth. Because I don't know. I think it's only been a couple of weeks now, so I'm going to let it marinate for a lot longer. I'm like, I still really like the tattoo. I still want to get the tattoo, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to commit to that big of a change. They're putting chemicals in the water, turning the freaking frogs gay. Okay, Alex Jones. I'm finally starting to find myself and feel more grounded. That's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that, Small. It's a lifelong journey, but it definitely happens in your 20s. I've watched enough Smosh Reads Reddit stories to know. They're all 30 years old. Well, most of them, anyway. And they're like, your 20s is where you actually figure out who you are. I wonder if people can attest to that or not, but they're often talking about people who are dating in their young to mid 20s. And they're like, they're hard relationships because in your 20s you're actually figuring out who you are as a person. So then you can be dating someone in your early 20s and be completely different people by the end of your 20s. But that might also just be copium because they're all 30. I want to get the constellation of Cancer as a tattoo. Constellations always look good as tattoos. Still unsure if I'm bi or not, but we'll find out. Hey, like I said, it's a lifelong thing. You take some time to figure yourself out. That's a big part of just being a human, is trying to figure out, who the heck am I? Who am I? It's one thing I'm trying to figure out right now. Am I a tattoo guy? Am I gonna have tattoos when I get older? Maybe just one? Or am I gonna chicken out and not end up doing it? I don't know. Also, tattoos are expensive. Just figured I'd throw that in there, in case you weren't aware. It's not that big, but it is a part of me, so... Well, like I say, I hope you can work on that. Love yourself. Respect yourself. I think I'm a Terran. Yes, this is the self-discovery we're all talking about. Are you from Earth? Perhaps you're from Mars, and that's why it's your favorite, Minri. Oh my gosh, I'm really struggling with this hair right now. I want it to be extra floofy because she's going to be, like, lying down in it. But is that too floofy? No, there's no such thing, Aiden. Come on. It's hair. This is your thing. This is your favorite thing. You know this. So floofy floofy. Bean has 2 tattoos and desperately desires more. I have heard that once you get your 3rd tattoo, it is like setting the stamp on the addiction. You're like guaranteeing that you're gonna get more, because once you get 3, I don't know what happens, but apparently a switch just goes off in your brain that's like, this is amazing, I'm never gonna stop getting tattoos. I think I have a hard time wrapping my head around how could you not get sick of them. Like, it's the same thing you see over and over again. In my mind, I'm like, it doesn't matter if it's the coolest tattoo in the world. If you have to stare at it, which obviously you don't. You don't have to stare at it. I'm sure you probably forget that you have tattoos sometimes. But even if you had, like, the most amazing tattoo and you see it all day, every day, wouldn't you eventually get bored of it? I don't know. Maybe that is a sign that I haven't found the right tattoo yet. But I do really like this one. And I want to have a tattoo eventually. Does that make sense? I want to have a tattoo. I don't want to get a tattoo. I think I should start by getting a temporary tattoo and wear that around and see how I like it. But it's hard, right? Because I feel like I'm going to wear the temporary tattoo. I'm going to like it. I'm going to think it looks cool. And then it's going to... But that's because I know it's going to wear off. Minri will forever be my wife. You'll have to take her from my cold, dead hands. It took me 5-ish years to figure out I was bi. You'll figure it out when you're ready. I used to say that I wasn't bi because the only men I liked were fictional. That's so funny. I want to get one tattoo and I want it to be sentimental. I also want all my tattoos to have some kind of meaning. I want my body fully covered in them. How can you not get sick of your skin? You see it all day, every day. That's not the same. You don't get sick of white walls because it's not bold. It's not making a statement. That's default. But you put a big, gaudy ornament on the wall, and it might not be for everyone. You might get sick of it. That's how I'm worried that my tattoo would be. I want tattoos, but I don't want so many that my body is covered wherever I look. Like, maybe just always under clothes. Have I showed you guys the tattoo that I've been looking at? Tattoos are smexy AF. That I agree with. That I can get behind. I really want to get more piercings, but I have psoriasis on my ear and I don't think it would work. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. I was thinking about getting a piercing because I was like, it's a precursor to a tattoo. It feels less permanent to me because if you don't like the piercing, you can just never wear an earring and no one's ever gonna know. White walls are so boring I end up painting them. That's true. I mean, you gotta decorate them somehow. Paintings are like the clothes are like the paintings of the human. A painting, interior decoration is to a house as clothing is to a human being. Since Minri is my bestie and my wife, I want to get something that ties to us both. Yeah, isn't that so cute? I think I maybe have trust issues because I have had my best friends since, oh gosh, I met them in like grade 10, 11, 12. 2020 I graduated, which is 6 years ago, so 9 years. I've been best friends with these guys for 9 years. And I'm still like, what if we got a tattoo and then we got in a fight and then hated each other? And then I regret my tattoo forever. And it's always a painful reminder of the horrible fight that we had. I'm starting to think I may be neurodivergent. I didn't meet any of my friends till I was older. Yeah, it's fair. I have one really good friend still that I met when I was very young. But most of my friends I didn't meet until high school. I didn't make any friends in university. I have a whole video about that. People notice if your ears are pierced. Even if you decide to never wear earrings, people will still gift earrings. Yeah, I wonder if it would be different for me. I'm sure if I went around announcing that I had pierced ears, people would get me ear piercings. But if I got them pierced and then decided a week later that I didn't like them, I just wouldn't bring it up. And I don't think anybody would be staring at my earlobes. Small and I already fell out and we're still standing, so is forever. That's awesome. It's very good that you guys are still besties. But like, I have had friends that I thought we were going to be friends forever, and then horrible stuff happened, and we're not friends anymore. And I do not want to think about that person anymore. So I certainly don't want to have a tattoo that reminds me of them on my body. Most of my friends were made in college, and my nerd club as an adult. Oh, and streaming. Yay! That's good. I think there is this notion that some people have that it's like better to have friends from when you were younger, or better to have friends from, they're like, oh, I didn't get any friends until I was older, I missed out. I'm like, right now you don't need to worry about that. Like, you have a friend right now and that's what matters, you know? Doesn't matter where or how or when you found them. It just matters that you did. I'm so basic. I don't have piercings, tattoos, colored hair, or anything else. The only jewelry I wear are my rings. Rings are cool. I'm not brave enough to wear rings. I dyed my hair once for a cosplay, and then it didn't really wash out. That's the most that I've ever done. So I don't know if going straight to tattoo is a good idea either. Lots of things to think about. I also I don't know. There's a certain type of person who gets a tattoo. They're brave. They don't really care what other people think about them. I am not that person. I am not brave. Like, I just feel like people when they get tattoos are like, yeah, I'm gonna get a tattoo, I'm gonna love it, and it's gonna be sick. Period. I'm gonna go get it right now. It's no big deal. But I'm like freaking out over my tattoo, which makes me think if I'm this indecisive, am I ever gonna really like a tattoo that if I get it? Maybe I'm just not built for tattoos. Maybe I want to get one, but I'm not made for it. We've had our fair share of spats, but it's over and we're looking to the future now. Those crazy teen years. Not developed enough. Hey, I'm really glad, because kind of like what I was saying before, you're a very different person now than you were when you were a teenager. I certainly am. I like to hope that I am anyway. I'm alt style, so I wear basically everything all at once, plus chains and spikes. That's badass. I think it looks really cool, and I always admire people who wear that, but I just don't think it would fit me. But also, if I'm being honest, if I'm being totally honest, I'm always trying new stuff out and like throwing ideas by my family, and they're like, that's not your vibe. You wouldn't be able to pull that off. And I've talked with them at length, and they're like, no, some people, their personality and the look, like, okay, for me specifically, I really like tech wear. I think it looks really cool. I think it looks badass. Like the black slick back hair with the like big harem pants with lots of pockets and stuff. I don't know, I think it's really cool. And people in my family were like, it doesn't suit you. It doesn't fit your personality. They're like, you are very fun and sweet and cute and little. You're not big and strong and intimidating. You shouldn't wear tech wear. And I couldn't disagree more. I feel like if you want to wear something, you just wear whatever you want. And you'll pull it off if you feel confident about the way you look, you'll pull off how you look. Right? If I wear tech wear and I think I look really cool and I'm confident in myself, then I think I would look really cool. I don't understand the idea that, oh, it doesn't match your personality, so you can't wear it. Like, bro, I'm not goth, but I think if I got in full goth getup and I was feeling myself, I think I'd look really good. Still be ungrateful, though, that I met you. You're still the best thing that ever happened. You guys are so sweet. Wifey's forever. I used to dye my hair blue, but bleaching in preparation is too hard on my spoon, so I stopped. I kind of want to get a wig, though. Ooh, that's fun. See, if I ever go bald, I'm not going to cry because I can get multiple toupees or, like, hair systems. And I know they're itchy, but whatever. I can be like, you know what? I feel like this hair today. Slap it on. Boom. Different hairstyle. Now we have our own group of friends. That's so good. Aiden, you can pull anything off with confidence. Aw, thank you. Do you know what I look like, Bean? I don't remember if you've seen my face. You have. Yes, you have. Okay. 100% would be happy to take you shopping and throw you in all the outfits. Ah, that would be fun. But I'm not brave. Keep that in mind. I think 90% of the things I would wear, I would go, I don't know if I can pull this off. It just sounds like they're insulting you with kind words to hide it. It kind of felt like, I don't know. I genuinely think this is what they believe. That they're like, you should wear something that reflects your personality. And I'm like, I don't know. Even if it has nothing to do with my personality, if I want to wear it, I feel like I should just wear it. This is my family, so maybe that's the way. I'm sure that is part of the reason I am the way that I am. I'm a very anxious person, if you couldn't already tell, and my family is too. That's where I got it from. So, there's a whole lot of second guessing going around, and I think it's also not great because I'll go to my family for a second opinion, and they echo the same anxieties that I have. Whereas I know that if I went up to somebody who wasn't as crazy anxious, then they would be like, yeah, dude, wear that. It would look sick. And that's all I need to hear. I just need that validation. I want to wear, like, medieval type dresses. I feel like they're my vibe. And then Small says, I'd pay to see that, honestly. That's so funny. Small, I'll send a dress I was looking at. Ooh. Yeah. People just need to be... As a society, we need to stop judging each other on brave fashion choices. Bring back cloaks. Why don't we get to wear cloaks anymore? I want to dress up like a ninja with a big cloak on. I'll be brave for you. All right. We'll see how it goes. I probably won't even want to get out of the change room. I'll probably have an outfit and then go, I don't want to do this. I used to be scared of scaring Aiden. I used to be scared of wearing shorts because my family thought, quote unquote, shorts are too revealing for women before I found out I was NB. Yeah. It's weird. It makes me wonder what our generation will be like when we're older. I feel like Gen Z is just going to be chill, right? It's that meme where the dad is like saying to his daughter, are you really going out dressed like that? And then she comes back wearing something like way more slay. And he's like, yas, queen. I feel like that's going to be me as a dad. I would never tell my daughter. I would never tell my daughter. I'm like, well, within reason. But you know, if she's wearing like tights, I would never be like, put some jeans on, lady. You need to wear a dress. Cover up those ankles. That's crazy. What's mid-evil as opposed to peak evil or low evil / high evil? I don't know. I'm not that fashionable. I feel like I can pull off edgy, but I have to. Kind of a personality. And small bust. Okay, wait. I don't know if I've shown the tattoo off, but this is the tattoo that I want to get. At least this is the vibe. I don't know if I would have the sun in the middle or a moon or whatever this thing is. But I really like the cherry blossoms. I've always loved cherry blossoms. And I think the wrap around the arm just looks sick. I wear everything. Cloaks, Ren Fair dresses, full Fae garb, rave gear, punk gear, Lolita-style streetwear. I just love clothes. That's so true. Yes, you do. And, I feel like you're a very confident person. And I think even if I had an outfit that I really liked, I would still not wear it because I don't want to be perceived. But I think that's a deeper issue than just outfits. I had to Google what NB went. That is both cute and hilarious now that I know NB is NB. Yeah, non-binary. I've officially blown up Small's DM with clothes. Let's go. Hey, we love talking about clothes. Have Gear 5 Luffy in front of the moon right there. No. I've talked about this before. I cannot get anime tattoos. As much as I love anime. As an artist, you are a lifelong learner. You are always improving your eye, which means you start to notice issues in drawings that you wouldn't notice before because you weren't at the level before that you are now. And even drawings that I absolutely loved, that I thought were perfect, I look back and I start to notice all of the inconsistencies and everything that's wrong, which means that if it was my drawing, or even if it wasn't, if it was somebody else's drawing, as you continue to develop your eye and get a better skill at picking out where issues lie, you might eventually realize an issue with the tattoo that you didn't before. Something proportionally or even stylistically that starts to eat at you. That like, oh, this isn't right. Something about this is wrong. And if it's a tattoo, that is not something I want to see. So I want to get a tattoo of something natural. Because, like, a tree, there's no right or wrong way for a tree to grow. They just grow. But, like, a human being, you get the eyes wrong, Uncanny Valley. And you do not want an Uncanny Valley tattoo. Unless you did it on purpose. That could actually be kind of baller. You have, like, a Mandela catalog tattoo on yourself? That would go kind of crazy. I also wonder, if I'm being brutally honest with myself, I like attention. Can you tell? Because I'm a streamer. I think part of the reason I want to get a tattoo is because I want to not tell anyone. And then I want to, like, roll up to the annual camping trip with my friends. and then have them be like, "You got a tattoo!" Wah! I want to see their reaction. I think that's part of the reason I want to get one. Which isn't a good reason for wanting a tattoo. I have a cape I made in sewing class. That's awesome. That's hilarious. Me, confident. I lack care of others' opinions on my appearance, but I by no means have confidence. I have just accepted that I look like a gremlin. That's not true. But I guess confident isn't the right word to use there. It is that you lack care of others' opinions on your appearance. I care way too much about what other people think of my appearance. We just have that smart wordplay in our bones. Like how that mouth is weird? What mouth? The one on this drawing? No, it's not. This drawing's perfect. How dare you? I have a hoodie I found at a thrift store that says Alpha. I know, James. I know. You're good. It was just a slightly bigger hoodie and I can't wait to wear it. Oversized hoodies are so vibey. I get most of my clothes from thrift stores, Ren fairs, and I have friends that make them for me, or alt stores. That's so cool! I am just now trying to get comfortable with wearing merch in public. I have a couple of shirts from Hot Topic that are like Rengoku from Demon Slayer, and I really like the shirt. I think it looks sick, but it's scary to wear anime merch out in public. And I'm trying to do that more, but again, I don't really get out very often. And when I do, I'm like going to church, and you can't exactly wear a Rengoku shirt to church. Well, you could, but I don't wanna. I no wanna. Take me shopping. That sounds like a ball. Everyone shopping trip with Bean. It just sounds like I need to be everyone's personal body double for shopping. Yes, actually, you do, Bean. You do. I'm a Hot Topic girly all the way. Me too! I care about my experience to an extent. Oh, appearance maybe. Like making sure I don't smell rank and that I keep everything groomed properly, but I only want to care about my appearance when I want to sparkle. Slay! Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm terrified of being stinky. I don't want to smell bad. I don't want to look bad. Ugh. It's hard. Yo! Aruka's VT, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Aiden Sketches. I am a regular guy VTuber, and today we're working on another commission. How was stream? What did you get up to? If you need to take care of any after stream care, drink some water or have some snacks or go to bed, that's absolutely fine. I appreciate you sharing your community. Welcome in. Minri, do you want to give him a shout out? Yo, yo. Hello, DJ? Can I call you DJ? And Random Geek? Megabytes raid out. What'd you get up to? I don't think y'all understand. What did you say? The strength of my desire to turn everyone into my personal style of Barbie dolls. I'd be happy to be a Barbie for you, Bean. Everyone calls me DJ? Yes, I nailed it. So yes, let's go. Stuck the landing with it. This is what we're working on. I'm doing some line work for a drawing. Oh, I forgot to finish this finger. Oopsie. But yeah, what did you get up to? We're just vibing, doing some art. I was drawing Makoto Nijima from Persona 5 stuck in a closet. That's so funny. Bean, look, Persona 5. That's Royal, right? Persona 5 Royal. I've been looking at that game. The style of that game is crazy. In a good way. I absolutely love how iconic that game looks. And I definitely want to get it. I'm kind of just waiting for it to go on sale. I listened to the soundtrack for it. Because I had gotten recommendations that the music was incredible. So I've been like listening to the OST. For Persona. Looks like an incredible game. Is there a prediction for if you're finishing this time? I'm saying no. I failed so hard last time with your 3 lines of drawing. Hey, I'm doing way better, James. There is a prediction. It's actually exactly split 50-50 whether or not I'm going to finish the line art. Futaba Fet Best Girl. If you see my avatar, you can see who inspired me. A modern classic, I'd say. Much like any Persona title. I really need to get into it because I'm a huge JRPG fan, but I've never tried anything in the Persona series. I love Octopath Traveler. Dark Cloud 2, of course, but nobody knows what that game is. I'm still trying to get through Octopath Traveler 2. Such a good game, I just don't have time to play games. I would have put like 500 into no. Cope skill issue? You didn't. You didn't though. That's fun though. Do you want to drop the drawing in chat? Is it Aruka? Aruka. Is that what I should call you? Do you want to drop a link in chat so people can see your artwork? Streamer ignoring me? Why? What did you do? What did you do? What did I ignore? Oh, sent the vibe I'm interested in wearing in general. You have to remember that when I need to go to the Discord, I have references pulled up on Discord. So I have to close out of stuff, go to Discord, close out of the references, go over to the different page, look at it, then come back, reopen OBS, reopen StreamerBot, and then reopen StreamerBot chat so that I can have it on top. It's a hassle. Should I show the new guys the wheel, or are you going to mock me? I'm going to mock you regardless. Okay, hang on. General.
Small girl rifle says I was going to say my wife requires attention XD.
It is kind of Renfair coded. I was going to say my wife requires your attention. That's funny. TJ, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to have ya. Open it in the browser? No! You guys already make fun of me for how many browsers I have open at all times. I have like 35. I don't need more. Oh no, not the wheel. Clover-chan, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you very much for the follow. It is supper time. Instead of supper time? Wait, that's really funny. Alright, fine. Here we go. We're spinning the wheel. I'll get the timer ready. 5 minutes. Oh, not Cockney! No, you guys hate this one. All right, let me get into this. Let me get into this one. Hello, hello. Oh, James don't like the Cockney British. You're not having a fan. Not having a bloody good time then, eh, mate? All right. Well, I'll thank you, Pokemon, for the hydrate. I'll drink that. I'll drink of that. My water bottle. My bottle of water. You can't understand me. What do you mean you can't understand? I'm speaking plain Cockney British. But I just watched something fun. Well, back Lorenzo. What did you just watch? I'm leaving. I just got back here and I hear this and I'm leaving. Well, it ain't my bloody fault. Somebody redeem the wheel. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to have to do this. I don't like your funny words, Magic Man. I didn't want you in here anyway, James. Get out of here if you don't like to Cockney British so much, eh? Why'd you do that? Yeah, I don't know. He did this, not me. My ex getting wheeled away by the cops. Wait, what happened? That's not good. Your ex? By the cops. What happened? Chill out, Harry Potter. What? You think Harry Potter's... Imagine if Harry Potter sounded like this the whole time. Hello. I've had a cadaver in it. You do an amazing accent. Thank you. My ancestors were British, you know. That's probably where I get it from. Also from all the Monty Python that I'm watching. One day, son, all this will be yours. What, the curtains? You guys know Monty Python? That's basically what this is based on. I spun that wheel 3 times and got British all 3. Yeah, sucks to suck, mate. Maybe you should stop. Maybe you should learn your lesson. Start with spinning a wheel. I'll refund it. Strange for that redeem to break. I would not be watching those movies now. Oh, come on. The movies are great. Monty Python movies are the best. I'm gonna go insane when I get my hands on you, 80, and make you watch 24 hours of politics with no breaks. I already do that, mate. Wouldn't be any different. Answer me these questions 3. What is your name? What is your favorite color? Blue. No green. No red. Ah! And he gets yeeted. So can I just post a link here? Yeah, drop it in, mate. Just drop it in. Drop the link. We'll take a look at your beautiful art. What is your quest? Well redeemed broke? No, mate. Well redeemed didn't break. Somebody just redeemed it while I was on the wheel. Don't work on a wheel. But you can redeem it anyway. That's fine. I can't think of Harry Potter the same one after some incidents. Oh, yeah. J.K. Rowling, very problematic, you know. Very problematic, innit? Alright, let's take a look at this. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can show this. This is crazy. Alright, well, it's an 18 plus stream, everyone, so brace yourselves. Not a real fan, you forgot what's your quest. Alright, but I haven't seen all the movies 18 times. Are we all ready for some Gooner art? The art's good, it's just really Gooner. Alright, everyone ready? Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. God damn. That's how I get people to leave feedback. Hot damn. Oh dear. That's quite the gut. That's a double caked up on a Tuesday right there. That's crazy. Woo! Bring it closer. All right, well, calm down. I like ass. Yeah, me too, mate. Who doesn't? You know? I think anybody who says they don't like ass is a liar. Like I said, caked up on a Tuesday. No, yeah, exactly. No, it's good though. It looks good though, doesn't it? I like it.
Wow.
It's just kind of a crazy stream we've got going on. I got to talk like Cockney British now. And then we're showing this. They look stuck. Okay, thank goodness. I don't have to speak like that anymore. With that booty, I think you'd have a hard time fitting through that door. And my chat love it? I think my chat would love it too. It's great. I love it. I also love your model. It looks great. I mean, if you like ass, you like thighs. Yes, correct. And my next tier list, I will be ranking ass, thighs, boob. No, I won't actually do that. That's what I usually draw on stream. Not trying to self-promo. Hey, that's what it's for. You rate it in. You get to drop something in. I love that you started with that. That's so crazy. I want to be crushed by thighs. Me too. It's my dream. Are they always caked up on Tuesday nights? It sounds like it. Sounds like these streams are always caked up. Read with snack and fall asleep. I so tired from the booze. Should sleep? Or should read with snack? You had booze, Bean? I think you should read with snack and use that to, like, calm yourself down into a meditative state, and then you can go to bed. James, is that your ranking? Thighs, boobs, and then ass? Is this something I'm even allowed to talk about? Imagine I get canceled for this. And drink water. True. It is when I'm commissioning. My mod forces me to draw Makoto that thick.
Lorenzo the Boss 2010
if
says
you're really gonna twist my arm, I guess I'll make him thicker.
Aiden, I want burgers, please.
I want burgers too, Lorenzo. You can't say these things. I always get hungry on stream. Now I want burgers too. Bean had a bucket of booze, literally. What? I want to see that. I want to see drunk Bean. Aiden, I think I found a home for Maiden. What, in that closet? Berber. Hang on, I'll send in DMs. Oh, okay. My cat almost smacked me in the face. Average cat owner experience. I miss my cats. I love them so much. Boobs and ass are equal. But you'd put thighs above them? I don't know. Let me eat burger cables. Well, I don't have any burger cables. I just have regular cables. Or melon-flavored cables, but no burger-flavored cables, okay? Yes, yes I did. I think mine is the only Twitch stream in the world where we would just openly talk about these things. It's actually crazy. But I would... What was your first ranking? I would keep your ranking, but put thighs at the end. The whole X thing. She was arrested for, well... What? Boobs are the ass of the chest. Can someone please put that in the quotes channel on the Discord? Can someone quote Small Girl as saying boobs are the ass of the chest? Punching a cop? 2 of them? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Tits, then thighs, then ass, and honorable mention stomach for resting. Stomach gets underrated. I agree. Although I would switch around your last 2 there, Glitch. Your second 2. Okay, hang on. Let me check this. That is a whole bucket. Is that a margarita? What are you drinking, Bean? That looks really good. Low-key, that looks delicious. It looks yum-yum. Thighs can do all of the above. Squeeze, suffocate, rest on, bite. I mean, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. Behold the bucket. I like thighs, but that's me. Hey, to each their own. I'm glad we got a diverse cast here. It's called Peachy Weekend, like 3 shots of vodka. Wow, that... What else is in it? Is it a very peachy fruity drink? Because I think I would love that. It looks delicious. I genuinely wonder if I'm too open about these things sometimes. Because you watch other streamers and somebody's like, ass or boobs, and they're like, I'm not answering that. That's crazy. Do you think that's the streamer thing? You think that's on the streamer? Because I would love to talk about this. I think it's very funny. Do you think it's just that the streamer's uncomfortable, or do you think it's because like you're not really supposed to talk about this kind of stuff on Twitch? The VOD is going to be up forever on YouTube. I'm never living this down. But also, like, I don't care. Can't we just be chill about this? Everyone has their own preferences, you know? If we made it less awkward, then we could actually talk about it. But also some people might find it icky, I guess. Maybe that's why. It's just hard when chat eggs you on so much, you know? Peach, orange juice, and lemonade. That sounds so good. I think I'm decently thick for a 6-foot-tall man. I don't understand physical attraction enough to have input. Also fair. That's equally just as fair as my opinion or anybody else's opinion. Which is why I think this is a fun thing to talk about, you know? Guys, should Bean give me booze? No! Why? I need booze. Aiden, I speak in mommy voice. You're not the odd one out here. But I think it's different. I think the mommy voice is like, haha, kind of a meme. But to be like genuinely talking about it, I don't know. I think it's the streamer. I see. I don't want to deal with the tipsy small. You don't? A tipsy small sounds so funny. I think it's streamer comfortability. Okay, because I would gladly talk about this. Aiden is when I go to hear real things. I know some people don't like talking about it publicly, but I know some peeps have fun chatting about it. I have fun chatting about it. Don't want to get canceled. I really don't. I don't think I have any takes that are cancelable. I don't think I have any controversial views. But I'm worried that that people are going to be like, ew, this guy's disgusting. He's objectifying women on his Twitch stream, and I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. I think ultimately it comes down to I don't want to make people uncomfortable. People consistently ask me to call them good boy slash good girl slash boy slash bean in mommy voice on stream. That's true. That's true. But at least that you could play up as a joke. I need maiden sizes for science. Oh, I haven't decided yet. Oh, this is important research. Teach me your mommy voice. Speak at the lowest of your vocal range and make it breathy. Draw each syllable out. At the lowest of your vocal range and make it breathy. Draw each syllable out. Da da da. Maybe you'll get canceled for your thighs and ass takes. See, if people want to cancel me because they disagree, that's fine. I don't care. But if people cancel me for talking about it on stream, then I'm like, oh, my bad. I didn't realize this isn't something I'm supposed to talk about, you know? I know a streamer that tells stories mid-stream. Then they don't go to join. And context, it's a conversation. That's really true. That is really true. Worried about objectifying women when Maiden exists? Excuse you, Maiden is literally myself. I'm allowed to objectify me, okay? Why do you think I didn't... I'm not just gonna, like, pick someone randomly and draw them like that. That's why it's me. Because people can be like, you're objectifying a woman. I'm like, how dare you? That's me. That's my body you're talking about. Even though it's the fictional female version of myself. Genuinely, though, do you have any reference sheet for your character? I just want to make some silly. I want to fix up a Maiden reference sheet. Do you want one of me, or do you want one of Maiden? Because I would use... Where is it? Hang on. Twitch stream drawings, where are you? There you are. I'm going to pull up a drawing that you can use for Maiden, but I don't have a reference sheet for her yet, but I definitely do. This is me. And the Maiden one is... There it is. This is the best drawing I've done of Maiden so far. But eventually I want to make her a reference sheet. Maiden is so goated, though. Top on the Smash list. I agree. I would like both. Whatever you have works with me. This is the best I got for Maiden, and then I can give you my, That's the new sheet that I made for myself. I go grab snack and read. Thank you for help. I'll be lurking. Aiden, night night, every Bean. Hope to see you all again very, very soon. Good night, Bean. Thank you very much for popping in and hanging out. It's always a pleasure to have you in chat. I hope you enjoy your snack and your read, and you have a very good night. Bye, Bean. Yeah, James, my eyes kind of freak out sometimes. It's because my face goes behind my drawing tablet. Thank you, thank you. Now time to make turnarounds. Actually, though? And I would love to make a Maiden turnaround. She's so fun to draw. I still haven't decided, though, on her final design. Because right now her hair is just brown and long. And I'm like, I want to add something to it. I want to add, like, a bow or a flower or maybe make it braided or, I don't know. Just something to make it look more unique. You should add new reference sheet to your commission list, like something people can see when they're looking. I could do that. I could add this to the services on my vgen. However, on the vgen, I also have 2 faces listed, so I'd need to make another one for this. It would take a bit of work. Actually making turnarounds and then use that to make some extra special. Extra special? What do you mean by extra special, But yeah, I want to finalize the design before I do any turnarounds for Maiden. And I haven't decided what outfit I want for her or what hair. Lots of things left to figure out, I suppose. But we'll get there. I also wish I had more time to draw, what's the word I'm looking for? Leisurely? Casually? I don't know, there's some word I'm trying to find. But I really don't mind drawing the commissions. They're very fun to do. Drawing from a video can sometimes get taxing just because when you have like 7 more minutes that all need to get animated, or like animatic, I don't know, then it can start to feel like a chore. And I've also realized I don't like to do a lot of really quick sketches. I like to do one detailed drawing. I like to be able to pour myself into one drawing and spend a lot of time on it, as opposed to not get to spend very much time on many different drawings. And then I'd rather have one good-looking drawing than 50 mediocre-looking drawings, you know? And that's sort of what's required from videos, which is unfortunate. It would be nice if I could use my VTuber for my videos, but YouTube hates VTubers. Not really, it's just that with my Aiden Sketches channel, I had established myself as, like, you know, I would draw myself in the videos, and then when I started using my VTuber, everybody was like, ew! What is this thing? Get rid of it! And I was like, well, there goes a huge purpose for having a VTuber, which is to make videos faster. Oh well. Don't worry about it, Mr. Silly Boy. It's a surprise, or you can figure out what the turnaround will be used for, but I will not tell. I'm clipping something right now. Should I send it? Sure. I DM'd you a couple ideas for Maiden. Thank you, Small. I also have a whole Pinterest board dedicated to Maiden ideas. Okay, what is this clip? Do I always sound like that? Like I'm yelling? It's funny. Me laughing at myself on stream. Was it the eye glitch? They hate when you change things up, so true. A bit. Not to me. Uh-oh. I'm just projecting, okay? I'm a theater kid. When I started streaming, I actually really wrecked my voice. Not one instance of really destroying it, but like by the end of the 3 hours, it would always be hard for me to talk. And I have just done enough streaming that that doesn't happen anymore. My vocal cords are stronger now, made of steel. Got them steel pipes. But yeah, I guess I don't need to... It's not like it's overly loud or anything, but you can tell that I'm sort of yelling. I don't need to project that much when the microphone's right in front of my face. What can I say? I'm a theater kid. He always yells at me, "Raw! How dare you!" Stop projecting on me. We know you want to wear a maid dress. What would give you that idea? That I want to wear a maid dress? Just because I think it would be funny doesn't mean I want to do it right now. But yeah, let me know what you think of the ideas. It's mainly outfit ideas. I feel like she'd pull off the rose one. I do really like the vibes. You've matched the vibes well, Small. Maiden, should I say more? Dude, Maiden in a maid outfit? Oh my gosh. I mean, yes, it fits for the name, of course. I do need to draw her like that, but oh my gosh. That would actually be nutso. I don't want to go and add Doom. Do 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 do. Get it, Doom? Yeah. Nothing but the best quality jokes here in these streams. I tried to get more drawing done than I usually do. I don't know if it really worked. But it's an ongoing process. I'm going to give myself a little bit of grace, which is what I've been telling everybody. I'm going to practice what I preach. It's still, you know, I started with barely anything done, and I got barely anything done. I have a little more done now. I always go off vibes. I have an eye for fashion. You really do. I really like those outfit ideas. Those are cute. All the demons are ads. I'm the ad slayer. Yo, epic. Demon Slayer mention. My leg! My leg! The ads have my legs. Was that second one not an incredible impression of the guy from SpongeBob? My leg! I'm nailing this. No, that's just me. I was eating them. The ads have your arms. Oh! That's rough.
Molly Pop _ art says Aiden Hisashiburi DNE Yaya Madha Hashinku Tokyo Botetu Endia Yo Rishiwara Kyowa Nani Kateru no Achinami ni Yo Asabi Kiitaru Endia ni.
I'm going to bed. I went to bed late last night. Good night, fam. Love y'all. See you this week. Alright, good night, Small. I hope you have the bestest of dreams. Sweet dreams. Have a good night, and I'll see you very soon. NDA 久しぶりだね。いよいよまだ発信中。時覚えてたんだよ。嬉しいわら。今日な何書いてるの？あ、ちなみに夜遊び来てるんだね。Ow! We were listening to Yaosobi. I like that you always appreciate my music choice, Molly Pop. I'm doing very well. How are you? I hope you're doing well. 20 more minutes. How are you feeling about the prediction? There's not that much left. Kombucha. Of course. Thanks for introducing me to Eve. Of course, dude. I love Eve, and none of my friends listen to it. I'm just happy to have someone else on this earth who listens to Eve as well. Makes me very happy. Molly Pop, you'll be pleased to know I've been working on my hiragana again. I've been practicing. I have flashcards. And I've made it back to Mami Mumemo, all the way from A, I, U, E, O to Mami Mumemo, and I've got all of them memorized. So all I have left from hiragana is the Yayu Yo, Urari Rurero, and Waung. And then I will have it all re-memorized. I did some bad. What did you do? What did you do, Glitch? I ate the Clip Studio Paint servers, so they're kinda down and no longer can update the app. You're the reason I can't update my Clip Studio, huh? Okay, wait. I can read this. That is Yoku. Oh, wait, that's normally ka, but it has the little apostrophe thing, so that makes it ga, right? So Yoku ga ho. I can't even read it, it's so small. Is that ho or is that... No, that's not ho. That's with the quotation marks, which makes it full? Is that right? Or is it po? Oh, that's ba. Oh, because it would be ha. Dang it. Ha and ho look very similar. I'm still working on those. Okay, so yokugan ba, and that's a tsu. But the tsu, if it's next to something, it elongates it. It doesn't, you don't say tsu out loud. So it's ba, and then the next one is te, ta, nu, te, ta, nu. Right? Right? Did I get it? Did I get the other ones right? It's net? Oh, it is net. Net and nu look very similar. Net just has a different thing on the left part. Random Geek, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Yoku ganbatta ne. Oh! Arigatou gozaimasu! Aiden, do you want to play Two Truths and a Lie? I have 3 of them set up. Let's start with 1, okay? Can we just do 1? You guys can all play together. Don't get me started on... Is that ru and ro, right? One of them is ro and one of them is ru. Ru and ro. Yes, ro and ro. Yes! See? I'm remembering! Gonna head out. Art's looking great. Thank you so much. Should I call you Geek? Thank you so much, Geek. Thank you for popping in and hanging out. Appreciate you. I'm not learning this. I'm sticking with my Dutch. Yeah. I've got forced Japanese lesson against your will. Should I run it back? Hang on. You guys are going to be so proud of me. Full screen. Check this out. I'm just completely... This isn't even an art stream anymore. This is the website that I use. JLPT for flashcards. Ready? We're going to test all of them. And it's been a day since I've done them, so if I'm a little rusty, you're not allowed to yell at me, okay? I'm gonna just be different and be disappointed in you. Is now a Japanese study stream. Just this once. Okay, that's mu. That's mo. What? Oh, it's me. Uh-oh. Is that ma? Oh, no. Okay, that's set. This is he. That's nu. That's hi. That's ta. That's ku. That's... No, ke. That's mi. That is ki. That's s. Not s, but s. That's i. That's ts. That's... Oh, no. One of them is nu. One of them is ne. One of them is... Mu? Mo? Ah, frick. I don't know this one. It's meh. It was the only one I didn't try yet. That's ka. That's sa. That's chi. That is so. That is ki. Nope. What is it? Ko. It's ko. That's to. That is ha. That's ho. That's na. That is o. That is e. That's ne. Yeah, that's mo. That's ni. That's That's h. That's te. That's shi. That's no. That's a. That's all of them. That's all of them. I missed 4. I got 4 wrong. Oh well. Hey, still pretty good. Out of 35, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm gonna do my Dutch study while you do this. Nice. Why is there a greater sign in Japanese language? What is this? This is Minecraft enchantment table, but on crack. Can't look at this, but tell me I'm wrong. Oh no, now we're dropping all of them again. Okay. That's... Oh, that's a big t. The little t means you elongate it. The big t means you pronounce it. Otsuka. Otsuka. Oh, frick. Which one is that? It's one of the nu, ne. Or meh? Oh, that's one of the ones I hadn't got to yet. Otsukare. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you, Komi. You're so sweet. That says, Et, et, oh gosh. It's hard when you're actually reading it because you gotta go so fast, you know? It's different from flashcards. That's te, right? I am also second guessing myself. Ete nan ete nanbo no o denki. And I can't read kanji. I don't know what that last one says. And the more you read it, the faster you get. Yeah, that's good. I just don't I don't have the option to practice my Japanese outside of the house. I don't know anybody who speaks Japanese, and there are no Japanese signs. Do you use mnemonics? No, not really.
CDMR_James says 1.
Oh,
I
here
can
we go.
speak 3 languages
I don't
too.
really remember what mnemonics
I have
are.
sustained a head injury after doing a barrel roll into pavement 3.
Oh gosh.
I have caught my hair on fire when blowing out my birthday candles as a kid.
Whoa. Okay. So you can speak 3 languages, sustained a head injury after doing a barrel roll into pavement, caught my hair on fire. Two of them are injury specific. I'm going to pull a Sherlock here, and I think what happened is you had number 2, which was an injury, which reminded you of another injury that you had, which is number 3. So I think that number 1 is the lie, James. I'm locking in number 1. I think you can either speak more or fewer than 3 languages. Yeah, we're listening to Eve. Little tricks to help you remember. Yeah, I don't have those. I don't have mnemonics, except for that, I remember that nu has the little, the, like, Y on the left, whereas ne has, like, the cross on the left. But yeah, I don't really do them. I probably should. Oh, thank you, Molly Pop. I'll take a look at these, actually. Learn hiragana. The unfortunate thing is, I took a Japanese class in university, and I had all of hiragana and katakana memorized, and I could read it quite proficiently as well. That was many years ago, so I've forgotten them. But I didn't need mnemonics then, so now I'm like, I shouldn't need mnemonics now. I can speak English, Hebrew, and Yiddish. Whoa, that's so cool. I wish I could speak Hebrew or Greek. Those are really interesting languages to be able to speak. So I was wrong. So what's the right answer, James? I memorized them when I was 14 and then forgot them and then re-memorized them. That's exactly what I'm doing now. I'm up to Mami Mu Memo, but clearly I don't have those all locked in. In my defense, the only ones that I got wrong were the Mami Mu Memo, which are the new ones, which I've only done once. And then one of the nu and ne, I think. Which I always get those mixed up. 3 is the lie. It was you setting your hair on fire? If you don't use them, they don't stick. Yeah, they really don't. You forget them really easy. Although there's a couple that never leave my brain. Shi and chi are both like, I will never forget those. And the basic ones as well, like a, I, u, e, o. Those ones always stick in my head as well. It's funny, I can like pinpoint which ones I forget though. Ka I always remember. Ki I always remember. Anything that looks like a 5, those ones are super easy for me to remember. Ku I remember, but then ke and ko I always forget. I used to mix up a and o. Me too! Me too! I used to get those ones mixed up as well. But I really hammered those in during my university. Can you translate though? No, absolutely not. If you did a very basic conversation where you were like, hello, my name is Aiden, this watch costs 10,000 yen, then I would be able to translate that. Anything beyond that, probably not. We got to the point where we were talking about locations, and it was freaking hard. Nanbo no o, ode no soro. This is a pen. Oh, frick. Kono wa... Kono wa pen desu. I don't remember what pen is. How have I forgotten pen? I remember that shashin is photo. I remember the basic things. Okay, hang on. Pro tip, if you turn English words into katakana half the time, it seems to work for me. Yeah, right? This is Kenshi Yonezu. Okay, I don't recognize the first symbol. And then it's ne, ho, no, ha. And that would be he, but it's pe. Because that's katakana. Oh yeah, that's pen. Pen. And then desu. Is that ko? The first one isn't ko, is it? Because it's kono. Kore. Oh, kore. Right. Kore wa pen desu. And then you can also say, toire wa doko desu ka? I do remember, though, at the very end of that course, it was like 3 or 4 months, I was proficient enough that we were watching videos where someone would be like, hi, my name is X. Let's go watch a movie on Saturday. And they'd be like, sure, I would love to watch a movie. Or no, they'd be like, Saturday doesn't work great for me. Let's try Tuesday and we'll go to the park. And it was all in Japanese and I understood everything they were saying and it was so cool. It was awesome being able to like fully understand full sentences in a different language and then I immediately forgot it. That one's important, true. YouTube is great for studying, highly recommend. Do you have any channels that you would recommend? Because I'd actually check those out. Nanbo no ode ni soro. Ode ni soro is from One Piece because I'm a nerd. Oh, I see. Is Nanbo no ode ni soro the same as that says ette Nanbo no oden ni... No, I don't think so. I don't think those are the same. I've been listening to artists on artists on artists on artists. It's a silly time. Am I one of those artists? Or is that an actual podcast? Sorry, I don't speak One Piece. I know the lyrics to the One Piece opening because I listen to it so much. In Japanese. Sarah would recommend Distractable. Of course she would. I already listen to Distractable. It's not my favorite podcast. I don't listen to it that much, but every once in a while I'll rock an episode. It's an actual podcast. Artists on artists on artists on artists. So is it like artists just talking about art, or are they critiquing each other, or how does that work? Sounds good though. I am one of those. Also, welcome back, Dex. Listen to Dungeons and Daddies right now. NADPOD is better! I listened to the first, 15 episodes of Dungeons and Daddies, and it made me mad, because it's too cartoony. It got to the point where the dude was like, can I summon frogs and use them as skates to skate down the pyramid? I was like, and the DM was like, sure. I was like, no! That's stupid! That's ridiculous! The reason I like NADPOD so much, and the reason I like Murph as a DM so much, is because they do silly things. But the silly things are like Final Fantasy levels of silly. They're very epic, they're very over the top, they wouldn't happen in the real world, but they're still rooted in realism. And Murph has said this before, and I completely agree. He's like, I don't want my campaigns to become Looney Tunes, where it feels like the stakes are gone when you go Looney Tunes mode because you can just do anything. And it's also like, it ruins the challenge. If you're blocked by a stone wall, in the Final Fantasy mindset, which is what me and Murph both have, you have to find a way around the wall. If you want to break through the stone wall, you have to succeed a wild strength check because that's really hard. In Looney Tunes Dungeons and Daddies vibes, you can run at the wall and it'll make like a perfectly shaped silhouette of the character who runs through, you know? I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want to ruin the tension by making everything insanely goofy. Artists on Artists on Artists is an improvised podcast where the 4 hosts improv different types of people. That's funny. That's funny. And then Death of a Salesman, I sobbed for days. Just Roll With It is a great D&D podcast. You clearly do not have the same daddy issues I do, foolish fool. I guess not. rooted in realism, and you use Final Fantasy as an example, compared to Looney Tunes, Final Fantasy is rooted in realism. Because the characters don't rip each other in half and run through walls and stuff, you know? Oh yeah, we got good stuff going on here. Okay, my recommendations. Nakasan, Immersion, Slang, Japanese and dad jokes, and beginner podcasts. Okay, this is very valuable stuff, Mollipop. Thank you so much. Probably not going to win the prediction. No, I'm definitely not going to win the prediction. I would actually really appreciate it if you would drop those in the Discord, Mollipop. That way anybody can reach them, and also I can come back to them and I don't have to have 4 of them pulled up all at once. Also, spoilers, since you clearly hate me and don't want to listen to it, Dex, stop. I don't hate you. The pyramid thing comes back in a really big and serious way. Yeah, it's actually not the pyramid thing that I have an issue with. I was on board. Because if I remember correctly, they had a pouch with marbles in them, and when you throw a marble at the ground, you roll on a table for a random thing to happen. One of the random things was a pyramid, and I was like, that's a really cool pivot. You rolled on the table, and a giant pyramid spawns in the middle of nowhere. Like, yeah, that would ruin a bunch of things. I'm really interested to see what the consequences are. Oh, what's that? There are no consequences? Because they can throw something at the ground and spawn frogs, and use the frogs as rollerblades to skate down a pyramid? That's in my mind, it's gone into Looney Tunes territory, and I can't take the podcast seriously when it does stuff like that. I love that they're goofing around. It's great for them, but I want to be immersed in my D&D, and when it's complete nonsense all the time, I lose my immersion. Should I mark it as a no? Yeah, Minri, that's okay. You can go ahead. General is fine, Mollipop. Just let me have my Gear 5 Looney Tunes all Luffy. It's all about Beans, but yes, it was Beans. It's all about how you set up the expectations. I'm not saying Dungeons and Daddies is bad, because they set up the expectation early that it's going to be a very silly podcast and not take itself seriously. That's just not how I enjoy playing my Dungeons and Dragons. I like my dungeon... Like... I think the issue is when it becomes mechanical. The thing I love about NADPOD is they always talk about taking out their cell phones and calling each other and posting on Instagram and stuff, but that's all flavor. If you took that out, it wouldn't have any impact on the story or the gameplay. Dungeons and Daddies, they literally used it as a caveat to save someone's life. Like, that guy could have died from fall damage falling off of the pyramid, but they let him use the frogs as roller skates. There's no way that in NADPOD they would have let that work, and it directly impacts the gameplay. When it gets to that, I'm like, okay, so, like, no one's gonna die at this point. Because if you're worried that your character's gonna die, you're just like, I'm gonna eat the dirt, and the dirt has magical healing properties that make it so I can never die anymore. And everyone's like, haha, that's funny. Yeah, that's okay, let's do it. I'm like, it's stupid! Anyway, sorry. Or you can make a new Japanese study Japanese... or a Japanese study channel. Yo! Every Tuesday, we study Japanese. The consequences are 30 episodes later when the refugees from the town the pyramid collapsed under catch up to them, and they have to deal with the consequence of that they killed more kids than they saved. Yeah, but that's the consequences of the pyramid, which is all buttoned up at that point. The pyramid spawning, I was fully on board. It's the using frogs as roller skates that I think is dumb. There are main character deaths in Season 1? Yeah, and I'm sure it cheapens them by being like, oh, you could have gotten out of it if you'd used the frog roller skates. I don't know. Once it got to that point, I really tried it. I really tried it, okay? That's more than I would do for lots of other things. If there's an album that I don't want to listen to, I'll listen to like 2 songs and then I'll give up, okay? Dungeons and Daddies, I listened to like 15 2-hour episodes. I really tried. It cheapens them because they died of a D's nuts joke. See, maybe that's another... You're absolutely right, and maybe that's another reason I don't like the podcast. I want character deaths to mean something. I want there to be tension. I want people to be afraid of their characters dying. I want it to be a big climactic moment when someone dies. Not just being like, haha, D's nuts joke, you're dead now. Oh well, I'll roll up a new character. No, I want people to be sad when their characters die. Are there main character deaths in NADPOD? Yes. But they're very few and far between. And when it does happen, it is gut-wrenching. It's horrible because this is a character that you've known for like 80 episodes, and they die. This is water is wet all over again. Okay, no. The water is wet argument I don't care about. I'm willing to say that you're right with the waters. That's not a hill I'm willing to die on. And it's also like, to me, it doesn't matter. But I'm a dungeon master, and this is personal preference as well. It's not just like, oh, what do you think about this? What's your opinion? What do you think the logic states? It's just like, how do you like to play your Dungeons and Dragons? And for me, I like my Dungeons and Dragons to be less goofy. I like my Dungeons and Dragons to be, the gameplay and the mechanics and the story are serious, rooted in the rules, and the comedy is funny. I don't want the gameplay and the mechanics to be silly. You know what I mean? Is a hot dog a sandwich? Oh, we're doing this again. To me, it's different because one, the water is wet. I'm not willing to die on that hill. It's more of like a fun logic thing. And it's not up to opinion, whereas the opposite is true for all of those with D&D. When you're running it, but it's a podcast. That's what I'm saying. Just listen to the jokes, coward. NADPOD is a podcast where they run it the way that I would want to run it, and so I can listen to NADPOD. But it pains me to listen to Dungeons and Daddies, because when they play it, I'm like, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, it's so dumb. It doesn't make any sense. I just don't like it. It's a personal opinion. You're not going to change my opinion on this. I've been playing D&D for many years. We can agree to disagree, and that's fine. Enjoyed 2 seasons last week? Yeah, I know. Stay safe with all the tornadoes and everything happening down there. It's so scary. Anyway, as much as I would love to rant about all of this even more, I am going to go because I'm hungry and I'm going to play Cobblemon. But it's also fun to pretend that I want to convert you. Okay. As long as we're doing it all in good fun, I'm happy to debate you. But I thought you were genuinely like, oh, I can get him sold on this podcast if I just talk a little bit more. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I tried as much as I will try anything, and I can't get into it. Cobblemon. Again, just roll with it. All right. I'll consider it, Minri. Farewell, my least favorite streamer. How dare you, Alanix? If I'm your least favorite, then why do you keep showing up all the time, huh? You must really, really love all those other streamers. All right, I'm going to send you over to Salte again. Bye, Volleypop. Should I attempt to read this? I can't read it. Matane. Oh, it was matane. Anyway, we're going to go read Salte, the new streamer. I absolutely love their model. They're very adorable. And they're playing Cobblemon. So I'm going to send you all over there. Thank you so much for all being here, for hanging out. It is, what day is it, Tuesday? It's Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. I'll see you all again on Friday. We're probably going to continue this commission. I'll probably have an update from Kira by then. I hope to see you all again then. I appreciate you all so much. What's Cobblemon? It's a Minecraft mod. It's great. You're about to see what it is. Oh no, Pinkita, we're in the middle of a raid. We're just about to raid. I'm leaving. We've done 3 hours. Sorry, I know that with the time switch and everything, it makes it different. Anyway, we're gonna go read Salte. They're great, and they're playing Cobblemon, so you'll see what Cobblemon is. Okay, bye everybody. Bye.